You alright?
Hello.
Good evening, folks, people, human listeners. Welcome indeed to the place, the house of fun, the land of magic and enchantment.
Really?
Not really, no. Happy New Year, everybody. If you missed the New Year's video we put out, there wasn't much to it. It was only about a minute long. It was just me saying Happy New Year.
Yeah.
So I'd like to take the opportunity to say it again, in case you didn't see that video. And because YouTube notifications are notoriously awful, I'd also like to let people know, in case they didn't see it, that we put out a Christmas Bad Creepypasta special as well. A lot of people were complaining we haven't had a chance to do Bad Creepypasta for a while. We were lucky enough to get some time to get an episode out. Very happy about that. Now, Discord application form. Have you ever seen the like? I've never seen one of these before.
I haven't either. Happy New Year. Someone's like, yeah, is Jacob God? Wow, this is off to a start.
So, a Discord application to the Yandere simulated Discord. So, originally, I wanted to open the stream with me exploring the Yandere simulated Discord, you know, just sort of observing from afar, sort of like David Attenborough with the gorillas, you know, and just sort of looking at what kind of memes they share. I can kind of imagine, but just getting down on the ground level with them. Unfortunately, as you can see, I can't get in to the Yandere simulator Discord server because there is there's an application form which I don't think I'm going to pass. So let's have a look though. Let's try to fill this in.
Are you going to try and ban speedrun?
I kind of wanted to, but I'm not going to get in, am I? That's the thing. You've got to do this now because of all the speedrunning, all the banned speedrunning.
Thank you, Uncle Palpy, for that Discord application form. Don't you mean the paedophile pass?
So make sure no one's a hacking troll. Well, Reddit friends, we're going to do the same. I don't know what my Discord user ID is.
I've no idea what
Yeah, I don't know that shit. I'm keeping it real. Alright, I don't know. Curb Sherman. There you go. Capital N entirely intentional. This is not a Discord user ID. Please read the text. Even the application form is passive aggressive as fuck.
Please read it carefully, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. So I'm not even in the server and I'm already getting yelled at by Yandere Dev. I'll look that up in a minute. Why would you like to join? That was loud, wasn't it? Why would you like to join the Yandere simulated Discord? What shall I write, guys? I'm gonna ask the audience here. What would you folks in the chat like me to put here? Because I don't really know why I guess, you know, ban. Why can't I type anymore? Ban speedrun. Discord application form question 1. What did you think of cuties? Fuck me. Commencing of the cum chalice. I'm a big fan of Yandere simulator, much like everyone else.
Food.
I want to see. Someone's just posted in the chat. I want to see some furry shit. I'm like, well, that's why we're here, guys. We're gonna look at some furry OCs.
See, I know nothing about this guy. Through choice.
I think Coom Chalice is gonna win.
Coom Chalice.
Yeah, I don't know how to figure out my Discord user ID. Just sip the Coom Chalice. What's your favourite Netflix movie? I want to let coating from the best of the best. Yeah, just like I would like to learn how to build games of the same standard as Life is Strange 2. I understand you have similar coding techniques. Go entering the server with the subtlety of the colossal titan. So, like, this is what I don't get, because surely, like, he's just gonna, like, if I write the correct answers and get allowed in, like anybody can just lie and tell him what he wants to hear, right? And then come in and be a cunt? Like, what's the point of this? This is just an extra step. I want to be enlightened by the cum father. Alright, well, I'll tell you what, guys. We'll get back to this, because some people want to know a little bit more about Yandere Dev, so let's hit up his YouTube channel.
Oh.
And I think the first video to watch will be Senpai It's Cold Outside, don't you?
It's only 3 days. It's only been 3 days into the month, Jake.
I know, it's...
Do we need Senpai It's Cold Outside?
Abso-fucking-lutely we need Senpai. We've never needed anything more, in my opinion.
Uh-huh.
So, the Yandere Simulator Christmas Carol. We'll browse the comments, I think, for a moment. While I eat this burger very loudly in front of a microphone. I already hate this. Lyrics and vocals by MichaelLeroi. Austin. So he's not involved. He's not doing any of the singing. Okay.
It's still for him, though.
Okay. I like that there's an FAQ on his Christmas parody video. There's an FAQ with a no. Why is it taking so long to finish Yandere Simulator? Read this. I heard your code is bad. Is it true? Read this. Fuck me. I really, really don't like this person already. Okay.
I really can't stay.
I already hate it.
I've got to go away.
Can I be burned alive, please?
Meeting has been, pretty nice.
Oh, I'm going to pause that for a moment. I've never been more grateful for Super Chats, because now it gives me a perfect opportunity to stop the video to respond to them. Thank you, Daniel. Is it Giovanilo? I don't know. I can't read. Cope spent all of last... Thank you for the $5. Cope spent all of last year reading Stones to Abigail. How shall he torture himself this year? Patreon-only cock and ball torture, perhaps? Well, I mean, I'm not going to do it now you've spoiled it. Superstar Planet, Happy New Year's. Please don't let that weeb ruin my favourite holiday song. I mean, I'm sorry. We're 21 seconds in and I feel like it is already irreparably damaged.
My mother will start to worry. My father might be mad, but who knows? So really, I'd better scurry. Well, I can warm up.
What in God's name is in that cup? Why is it green?
Say, what's in the
Like,
sea?
is it poison? Like, I don't know much about Yanderes. Like, I know they're a bit sinister, but...
I mix them up all the time, you Yandere and Tsundere.
Fucking weeb.
I can't remember which one's which.
Weeb. The longer I look at this, the more I hate it. So I think we've heard enough, right? But the longer I look at it, the longer I hate it. So we've got here this little fucking... Can I full screen this shit? The sort of chibi girl in the snow globe, which I'll be honest is just making me think of the jar. I don't know if that's really the fault of the artist who drew this, or whether it's my own fault for how much time I spend on the internet. But I'm just thinking of a little jar on there. Yeah, and fucking enough of that. Let's have a look at the comments. I love that there is there's some pretty bad accusations about you. Lads. But yeah, that's more than enough. When will this
Thanks,
boy
Big
understand
Daddy, for also
it's
calling me a
fucking cold outside? But it's cold outside. I'll not let you sick or let any girls walk with you so that their germs will not infect you. Now please stay. What? Thank you, Novo2005. God invented the mute button for a reason. Yeah. Well, he did put the mute on Chris Chan for many years, didn't he? Here. Wasn't that Tia Knockout, Senpai? Excuse me, what? And then there's drawn a little face, which is nice. For everyone who wants to know how she got him there, here's my theory. No one wants to know. Like, you are fucking delusional. She started dating him after not killing all the victims, like Osana and his sister. She's a Yandere. She wants him to herself, so she definitely wants to keep him there. Great. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Get off this.
Yeah, shall we leave immediately? Shall we leave this video and never come back? All right, let's do that.
All you will find is the ways, sort of like ways into to like program your brain into like to like murder these people.
Oh, another one with MichaelLeroi. Obviously, they're getting on quite well. Oh, we've got the lyrics here. We can sing along.
No, we can't.
Oh, we can and we should.
No.
Actually, I don't know what the original song of this is supposed to be.
I don't feel much. I never could. But when I met Senpai, I began to feel love for once, like any normal girl would.
Oh.
I adored him and it felt so good.
Is this from Steven Universe? I'm pretty sure I've heard this song. Don't mess with the Yandere! Yeah, this is a song from Steven Universe. I think.
This is the wow, what a perfect storm of garbage. Yandere Simulator, fucking Miku ass graphics, and Steven Universe. Yeah, enough of that. Fucking hell. I can't make it through, like, that was less than a minute. I can't make it through a minute of that. Turn it off.
Thank you, Peter.
Sandpaper on my dick, ear edition.
It's like, never underestimate all the suffering Gemma goes through for you, Cope.
I can't really hear it. Please do not fix that. Well, you shouldn't have said anything, fam. It's,
Someone said she kind of sounds like Gemma.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Audio and visual cancer, yeah. Which hate and shame it has the combined spite of every iteration of Porky. Yeah, so that's unbearable. Progress report could be interesting. Revealing snap mode. Don't know what that is. The final stage of Osana's development. All right, let's go. 10 minutes. We're not going to make it.
About Osana. At this point in time,
Bioman, thank you very much for the $3.99. He says, no more, please. Oh, well, we're probably not going to do any more parody songs. At least not from this YouTube channel.
Thank Christ.
Grabbing handfuls of helping myself to salad when I try to stream. Fucking professional over here.
Osana is functionally complete, and I'm currently testing each one of her elimination methods to make sure that everything is working properly before she is released. As I test each method, I'm fixing every bug, exploit, or janky-looking thing that I find. I'm also making a lot of slight changes to the game so that it won't be confusing for newcomers who are going to be playing it for the first time when the demo finally releases. I'll elaborate on what this process entails. From the pause screen,
this is what I don't get about Yandere Dev as a person, right?
Various
Why does he have the face of a 16-year-old and the voice of a 70-year-old?
which are basically
Side
walkthroughs
effects.
that show you every step necessary to eliminate your rival in a
Side
specific
effects.
way.
Am I wrong?
Expelled from school,
I mean, so that's what I remember my teachers looking like at school, just enormous breasts constantly hanging out.
in order to
This is somebody's fetish game, isn't it? Like, let's call a spade a spade. This is exactly what he is. Why does he sound like Mr. Creepypasta and Creeps McBasta fused together? I don't know, maybe all sex pests talk like that. Allegedly.
When the demo finally releases.
Live action trailer. Oh, I think yes.
Oh, okay. This I could deal with. She says timidly.
Dear Senpai, you don't know me, but I know you.
She knows
I've
us.
been watching you. I'm writing you this letter because I'm worried about you. Our school used to be such a happy place.
But then school broke up for the holidays and we're the only two people here now.
Full of bright, smiling faces. But so many scary things have been happening lately.
I feel kind of mean shaming a bunch of like amateur actors that are probably just doing this to help out, but they all look like they smell terrible.
Dying mysteriously.
Yeah.
And that went out of focus. You're going to use that? Maybe do another take?
Were accidents.
Oh God, please make it stop.
Which were
I'm
murders.
just joined, and I'm very concerned.
Nobody feels
Japan
safe
was right to
anymore.
isolate itself.
Genuinely, there's no wonder to mix people. People are always like, oh, the Japanese are so xenophobic. Good for them. Like, I'd hate the West too if I was Japanese. Weebs are, like, despicable. People like this is the era. Either people like this or guys like, sorry to make quite an old reference now, but guys like Logan Paul, who, you know, lob fish at people and film corpses in the Suicide Forest. Like, this is exactly what the Japanese think of us. You know, it's a tragedy.
Victim.
Well, like, I'd never be able to visit there with a straight face. I'd have to apologize to everyone I met.
Connected to you in some way. And
This is
people
so
were saying
fetishy.
that
It's really, especially that, like,
you
like all the death makes it weird. Like,
Yeah.
the fact that this is like obviously he was obviously
But
jacking off while he edited this.
I don't believe the rumors. I think you're innocent. I think you're a good person. You don't deserve any of this. You might feel like you're cursed. Or like an
260,000
evil
likes,
spirit
by the way. I'd just like to point that out.
or like everyone is going to turn against you. But
Doki
no
Doki
matter how
Literature Club
bad
shit
things
is
get,
this?
I want you to know that I don't care what people are saying. I'm still on your side.
Stop that for a moment. Because I almost choked to death on some fries.
Okay.
Yep.
To a drink?
Yes, please. Thank you. Naki, I have no idea. Hollis. I'll say your surname. That's a little easier. Thank you for the $4.99. Hi, guys. It will wish, lol. Not entirely sure what you mean by that, but nice to see you're still here after Hell on Earth. Quick question. Would you all do a r/no sleep story? Possibly. I mean, depends if we can find a funny one. I find that the standards of r/no sleep are a little bit higher than the Creepypasta wiki, but the stories are all kind of the same. They're like always very oddly specific. It's like, hey, they sound like YouTube clickbait videos. At 3 a.m. I drank the Pennywise potion, and you'll never believe what happened. Like, that's the title of a no sleep story. It's mental, but maybe at some point. How much do we have to pay you to live stream from Japan? At least the price of the fucking plane ticket. It's a fortune to go over there. But literally, the whole thing would be me apologizing. That's the whole live stream. Excuse me. Like, I'd have to learn a couple of Japanese phrases, but just bothering members of the public. I'm so sorry to bother you, obviously in Japanese. But, yeah, as you can see, I am a Westerner, and I would just like to apologize for that. We are shit. I promise you I don't watch anime, and I'm not going to lob fish at you or film any corpses in the forest where people kill themselves. So I just wanted to apologize for all that on behalf of my countrymen and, you know, my entire race. So, yeah, just like proper self-flagellating. I'll take a whip. I can probably get one through customs and just sort of walk like a monk and just like a flagellist and just As I'm walking around, I was like, what's wrong with that guy? I was like, oh, Westerners, man, they're weird. And fucking...
If you can't, just get yourself a really thick book and just whack yourself on the head every 5 minutes.
I'll gather enough courage.
Just remember, I have to turn it around and hit myself with the other side of it.
And then
Get it? Because their books are backwards over there. I'm cultured. That's the joke.
or maybe something more.
And no, you didn't mishear me. That joke doesn't make any sense. That was fucking shit. Good lord. It's one of those things. This is so bad that it's actually kind of hard to make fun of, because where do you begin? There's kind of no bottom to how bad this is.
See, if this was somebody's school project, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
You think, whatever. You know, you don't really know what you're doing, but you're not supposed to. You're a student. But this is an actual trailer for I say a real video game. A real video game that, let's be honest, is never coming out. Thank you very much, Bioman12. $4.99. If you guys want a bad no sleep story, read Giraffes Are No Longer My Favourite Animal. What a title. It makes me want to tear my hair out. That makes me think of Clockworking with the giraffe, little giraffe plushie.
Giraffe is not my favourite animal anymore. Not going to really talk about that. It's kind of how.
I'm going to read the description. About 2 years ago. Oh, sorry, I should read it like Yandere Dev. About 2 years ago, I envisioned a trailer for a horror film. It's creepy. The way he speaks is creepy as shit, is what I'm getting at. Trailer for a horror film based on Yandere. Right, have you seen a horror film? They don't look or sound like this. Feet! Yeah, get a bunch of girls that you're not quite sure are legal. And have them running around pretending to stab each other in a very specific way that I don't think you could claim is innocent. It's like, oh no, it's just meant to be a horror film. You are reading too much into it. Don't know about that one, Chief. Linkara just appears.
running down the street.
Legging it straight to the camera.
That voice doesn't have near enough spite.
I'm also going to happily watch some videos of him just melting down and yelling at the chat, because that's always fun.
Yeah.
Absolute Kuma. March 2017 progress report. All right, has he like, what's the word I'm looking for? Has he, was he more mellow back then? You know, has he gotten worse?
Today, there are a lot of things that I'd like to talk about. Some of these things I'll discuss very briefly, and other things will be discussed in thorough detail. Some of these topics will be the focus of future videos. The purpose of this video is to give you an idea of the sheer
This is
number
why
of
we
things
should be afraid of
you have to
Yandere
look
Dev.
forward to in the future. Let's get started. A very talented sprite artist was kind enough
Callum
to
Sparrow
create
says
all of the
watches
assets
Cuphead
that
the
I
live
need
stream and
in
it's
order to create.
legendary.
Oh yeah, he fucking flips out and he like does a punch in the desk and everything. But I don't think it has face cam. That one is the problem. So you can't see it happen. You can only hear like the spurging. Oh, more Christmas? I think so. God, there's so much hatred in my heart.
You're a mean one, Yandere-chan.
No!
You really are a heel. You're as friendly as a cactus. Hungry as an eel.
Stop!
Yandere-chan. You're a bad
End.
banana with a sweet schoolgirl pee.
Yep. I think that's enough of that. Fucking hell. That's bad. That's the worst one so far. That is the absolute worst one so far. Riker! Thank you for the $5. He asks, have you heard about Fennah spurging out about people's reaction to his character Bob? His rant was on the Satellite City Amino. I've kind of heard it's on the Kiwi Farms thing, which we'll take a look at in a moment.
Cool.
When we're done with Yandere. I didn't make that shit. I'm not apologizing for this funk. Bomb of the sun.
It's like, I will pay you to stop. I know I reject the premise of this.
I feel like I really want to give this Michaela person the opposite of a record deal. You know what I mean? So, like, pay her to stop singing. It's like, here you go. You sign this contract, you get royalties every month to never release another record. Feel sorry for Yandere Chan's voice actress to be so associated with Yandere. Yeah, imagine being involved in this game, like getting involved in the early stages. And then it's been like, oh, that sounds like fun, it's independent and all this. And then all, like, fast forward to 2021, you're like, Jesus Christ, like, how did I get involved in this fucking hot garbage?
It's just a cease and desist.
Jim, I'm going to ask a small favour of you.
What's that?
I would like you to go into the kitchen and get the little pots of sauce out of the fridge for these fries.
Okay. You give me a few minutes. I will get them. I say minutes.
She's not a bad... I mean, I don't like... I know what you mean. She's not horrendous, but I don't like... Aesthetically, the way she uses her voice is not pleasant. The both thing is very disturbing. Shall we watch some freakouts then? So this one's a compilation made by somebody else. I know not everybody likes to use these. I know that what's his face, Deadwing doesn't like using compilations and stuff because they're cherry picking. I think for our purposes it's fine.
What, you can't go up and press a button?
Oh, this one's got subtitles.
Hey everybody, what's cracking, guys? You know what's cracking? The whip is cracking. You know what we're gonna do now?
I mean,
we're gonna play a
great.
video game. What game we're gonna play? We're gonna play a game called Yandere Simulator. That's right. I don't know why this deer is so sleepy. We gon'
Why is he talking like a really racist impression of a black guy?
play this game. All right. What are you? Oh.
And now he's talking like Kermit. Thank you, personalized, for the $2. Hello. Well, hello to you too.
Huh?
Is this the furry barnacle guy? Not yet. We'll get there. We will get there.
Are you serious, dude? Are you serious?
I'm never serious.
You can't even enjoy single-player shit. You can't even enjoy single-player activities. Oh.
Can you watch the clip from ogling a PNG of Zero Suit Samus? It just gets worse.
What is this? What is this?
What is that? That is the tallest school building I have ever seen. Who goes to that school? A giant? Why doesn't the ground have any texture on it? Come on, game developers, get it together.
Really? Doing the fucking Game Grumps, irate game, I think. Nova 2005, thank you very much for the $5. Chris, when the Quickfill rocket holding his tobacco blows up, covering the world in smoke. Oh, fucking hell.
We've started off,
That's right, it's
Too
brown
strong.
water. I'm gonna
What's happening
I'm gonna
here?
combine this brown
Oh,
water
God, look
with
at the... Okay, so there's a number of things I dislike here. The paper plates. I don't trust an adult who eats off paper plates. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't care, but it just... Like, I have a natural distrust of people who eat off of paper plates. He's also drinking plain milk out of a cup. Now, not out of a goblet this time, but out of a teacup. It's just weird. It's a weird thing to do. Like, you do you, but I'm gonna make fun of you. Well, I'm gonna shoot fish in the barrel. Your eating and drinking habits are strange.
It's brown.
alright, Muttley.
It's brown water. Looks like I'm considered a suspicious person because
Yep.
I'm crawling on the ground near some girls in skirts.
I'm just gonna let that one sit out there for a moment. he's considered a suspicious person, folks. Because he's been crawling around on the ground near some girls in skirts.
That's no good. What can you do while you're on the ground? You can roll sideways. Oh. Oh. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, now
Fucking hell, dude.
What?
I have absolutely no idea who this guy is, but he is officially the coolest guy in school.
Oh, what's going on over here? What is this? What is this? What can I do? What can I do? Oh my goodness. I did not mean to. I did discover the throw button. What is this? I'm gonna grab. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Does he think this is funny? Like, does his audience think this is funny?
Disconnected from single player. How can this be happening? How can this be happening?
I don't know. Maybe the game you're playing is shit. It's not a big deal.
How can they do this? Let's find out how many seconds of gameplay I get to have before the game crashes again. It's gonna be so much fun, guys.
I mean to get your fucking internet sorted out.
Oh my god!
I mean, you're working basically in the tech industry. And you haven't got a decent internet connection. I feel like that's a you
It's
problem.
not milk, it's white water.
I have no words.
Yeah, it's very difficult, isn't it? I thought, oh, this would be really easy to make fun of. I'm just kind of stunned like a rabbit in the headlights.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stab the guy. Oh yeah. Stealth kill from the front here.
Thank you very much, Real Life Situation Lover 5000. Recently got my stimulus check, so I thought I'd stop by and stimulate your prostate with some cash, Cobe. Well, my prostate is royally tickled, so thank you very much. Tickled pink. I'm gonna get the doctor to take a look. I don't know what color it's meant to be. I've never seen one up close. Maybe it's meant to be pink. I don't know. But I'm gonna see the doctor anyway. Just to get it checked out.
For safety.
Yeah, just worst that'll happen is they go, yeah, it's meant to be pink. Don't worry about it. I don't know what I'm on about. Just crossed a threshold and my brain's just left my body. So basically, at this point, I'm just a handful of fries and a spinal cord. My brain has fucking jumped ship. It's like crawled away. Can you go full Stephen King and bully on him? It's like he's trying to imitate Freddy Krueger. The Yandere credit card!
I was like,
What's so unfeasible about a Yandere credit card?
Like Kenzie Cullen said, why does Yandere Dev channel my inner stereotypical 1980s high school bully? I just want to give him swirlies and wedgies. It's like we all have one inside of us. Like they're just like make like a tree and get out of here. Like kind of bullies. I had a point.
What is this, a preschool? You mean this whole time it's been child porn? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm going to jail. I'm going to...
Yeah, I imagine eventually you will, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a stick. Can I make my boobies bigger? Mm-hmm. That's how I like them. Mm-hmm. That's how I like them.
Are you pulling my leg? Are you yanking my chain? Are you pulling my dick? Are you shitting me? Are you dicking my shit? Are you shitting my dick?
What?
Are you taking a massive shit?
Fucking John Cena, apparently.
That's right, it's brown water.
Pardon me, goodness.
I'm gonna combine
Special
the
Agent
brown
Cooper.
water and this white.
This is John Cena posting on his videos. I'm just like, what year is this?
Yeah. What is this, a preschool? You mean...
I feel like we did that joke already.
Before the game crashes again. It's gonna be so much...
Okay, for whatever reason, it's looped. This is me looking up Yandere cringe. Probably watching this one earlier.
My best pickup line?
Oh, he's going to tell us his best pickup line. I'm going to turn the volume up to make sure you guys can hear it properly. He's going to tell us his best pickup line now.
Hello, I am the legendary
nostalgia critic.
Yandere Dev, creator of the famous hit indie game phenomenon Yandere Simulator. Would you like to fuck?
It's hard to imagine that this guy
This is
didn't get a
so
girlfriend till he was like 20, isn't it? Hard to imagine.
Yeah.
fucking stupid.
Oh yeah, Breath of the Wild
This is
sucks.
the dumbest shit.
Yeah, dreadful.
Fuck, why is this happening? Why do I have to do this dumb shit?
You don't.
This is so stupid. What a waste of time.
All video games are a waste of time.
I've been doing this for a fucking hour. God
So don't. You have a choice.
damn it. I have such little spare fucking time to play video games. And I have to waste my fucking time, my little fucking spare...
There's that phrase "have to" again, isn't it? I have to waste my time. You absolutely do not. You do not need to play video games. No one needs to.
No.
I'm doing this shit. This is so fucking stupid. Why?
This seems like a reasonable way to
This is
behave.
so fucking dumb.
This seems like a way for a fucking 40-year-old man.
Is he 40?
I don't know. He fucking looks it. I don't know. Well, I know because he looks like a teenager, but he sounds like a boomer. I can't tell. I think he's in his like early to mid 30s, to be honest. Plague Doctor, thank you for the $5. Onision's Bizarre Adventure. Consent is inconsequential.
Who wants to fucking do this? God fucking damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, dude, man. Yes! Here we go.
He's 32.
Okay, so he's not... I thought he'd be older.
Same.
I mean, he's no spring chicken, but I thought he'd be... From the way he sounds, like, I figured he'd be, like, Spoonie's age. Although the way he acts, you'd think he'd be 13?
Yeah, I was thinking when I first saw him, I was like, is this a 19-year-old who's been doing this all this time?
Brilliant. This is absolutely the way to behave. Like, everybody loses their temper at video games sometimes, but this is another level.
I think the most I've done is throw my controller on the couch, making sure that it didn't hit a hard surface.
Like, as long as somebody is in your
Why is this here?
party. You're a fucking retard sold out. Go fucking kill yourself, dumb shit.
Great. Just on a live stream, tells a member of the chat to go kill themselves. You're a fucking retard. Go kill yourself. I mean, mate, you're the one with this picture. Like, I feel like just having this on my screen is going to land me on some kind of list somewhere.
You're a fucking idiot.
Silence. That's what I enjoy. That's what I enjoy in a gaming live
You're playing
stream.
a
Just
story game, you gotta
total
pay attention to the
silence.
story, dumb shit. Eat shit and die, fuckhead. Alright.
Sounds like a pissed goose.
Now that the stream is offline and no one can see me, it's time to do what I always do this time of night. It's time to get out the lube,
what?
put on Clint Stevens' latest video, and... Huh?
What?
Oh, this stream's not online, is it? Oh, shit. Hey, guys! Nice to see you.
Is that a
Oops,
Dark Side
I
Phil
guess
joke?
I,
You're pretending to jerk off?
I didn't...
It's not a great joke. I mean, it could be if you timed it properly. Thank you very much, Grey Warden Invasion, for the super sticker. It's a little. It looks like a game controller with arms and legs. Rage quitting. Much appreciated. Yeah, that's a bang bang bang. It's exactly the noise this fucking imbecile made.
Click the off button. Well, guys, it's time for me to turn off the stream. Time for you to stop streaming. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a good time.
I didn't.
Bye bye for now.
I saw
Love you.
seconds
Cuddles
of the
and
stream and I
snuggles,
didn't have
wet,
a
sloppy
good time
kisses.
at all.
Okay, good night, everybody. Good night. Night. Good night. Good night.
Please stop.
Good night. Aura. What's this?
I'm gonna just take a little pause to read super chats again. Thanks, guys. These are really, really helpful. I can break up the break up the video a little bit.
Yeah, please.
Thank you very much, Renita-chan, for the $4.99. Yandere Dev is so sad he had to make up his own high school age girlfriend and put it in his garbage quotations game. Yeah, you're absolutely right. What a fucking loser. It's amazing that like this somehow I'm not punching down with this guy. This guy is like, you know, not like a tiny little dude no one's heard of.
No.
A lot of these sort of lolcow streams, people accuse you of punching down. Like, this is punching up, somehow. Like, this guy isn't a complete failure. Like, how does that work?
There appears to be a wet spot on your panties.
What?
Fucking hell. Sorry, that really caught me off guard. Okay. Man up.
Oh my. Is someone aroused?
No. I don't know if I'll ever be aroused again.
You're a dirty, naughty little chat room, aren't you?
For God's sake.
Oh, fucking hell.
A perverted little chat room. Dirty thoughts. The entire time I've been streaming, haven't you?
No.
No.
Like, no, dude, nobody wants to fuck you.
Chat.
No one.
To be punished.
Can I die now?
Me first.
Murder-suicide?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, let's head on over to Kiwi Farms. And, Pimp Demon, thank you for the 20 North Korean bucks. Welcome back to Matt's Dad is into men. I think you're thinking of Toby's dad. Oh, yes. Here we fucking go. All right. Most people today would know him as Yandere Dev. That guy making YouTube sensation Yandere Simulator. But before that... Sorry, I'm kind of phlegmy, that's gross. He used to go around online under the alias Eva Zephon, and was mostly known for pissing off /V by constantly spamming the link to his shitty streams. He was also a frequenter of Gaia, where he was mostly known for complaining about the fact he couldn't get a girlfriend. Gaia, that's a blast from the past. If you're wondering why, here's the reason. So let's have a butchers. Oh, a couple of super chats come in. We're just on time here before we start this bit. Thank you, guys. Renita-chan again, thank you. Also, all of the 18-plus characters are wearing middle school uniforms. Wow, the ignorance of this weeb incel. I don't know what middle school is, but I imagine from the name, I have heard of it. I imagine it's younger than high school. So, yeah, it's pretty safe to say if you're wearing a middle school uniform, you're underage. Uncle Palpy, £5. In his defense, why is everyone expecting him to complete development of his game when he clearly can't even develop mentally? Fucking annihilated. Jesus Christ.
Brilliant. Someone asked, is forcing Gemma to watch this with you count as abuse?
Yeah, well, this is like, you know, it's consensual abuse. You know, it's kind of a BDSM thing, but with that, but no one's got an erection.
I have the right to leave if I want.
Yes, she can leave whenever she chooses. She actually chooses to do this, which I think says a lot about both of us.
Masochistic?
Doesn't seem so bad. What the everlapping fuck is this horror show? All right, so let's have a look at one of Yandev's very early posts on the internet when he was just a young chidler. Yeah, that's.
Baby Dev.
I said chidler. Yeah, I'm gonna own that. I'm gonna fucking stand up for the word chidler. I'm reclaiming it for the white man. I don't know what I'm talking about. So, I've been jokingly told several times that I look creepy or have a creepy face. I am 20 years old, but no girl has ever flirted with me or told me that I am attractive, so I am starting to feel that it is true. I guess my face makes me look like a creepy weird guy, so no one wants to get to know me or be around me. Beautiful. Just like, there's a real like self-reflexiveness there. I've just been like, so I'm extremely weird looking, just like straight off the bat. So let's take a look.
So you know, I'm kind of retarded.
Pterodax 2000, thank you very much for the $2. Chidler on the roof. So this first picture, like he's not a good looking guy by any means, but this first picture is not too bad. You know, he looks a little bit like he hasn't had a good night's sleep and whatever, and he hasn't combed his hair. But, you know, there's nothing like the eyes themselves are fine. Like the actual, like they're quite big. The sort of shape and everything is perfectly nice. You know, they're not asymmetrical or anything. He just looks like he hasn't had a good night's sleep. Again, brow doesn't look particularly Neanderthalish or anything like that. And although you can tell from the profile it's not very good, the jawline looks fine on this one as well. All in all, he just looks like a sort of a slightly nerdy guy.
He looks like Sam Raimi.
Yeah, like he just looks like a he just looks like a nerd.
Yeah, like same kind of hair, kind of Jewish features, that kind of thing.
Yeah, Pimp Demon, don't be so anti-Semitic. So you're just like what's that? I forgot the actor's name now. He's really famous, Christian Bale. Just like cool it with the anti-Semitism. Pimp Demon, thank you again. Wow, such a hentai origin story. But yeah, the side one here, and they're all linked to these ones here. I've always been conscious of certain parts of my face, nose, overbite, large ears, and I am wondering if other people are as unhappy with my face as I am. I can't help being born with certain features. It's out of my hands, and I can only fix it with surgery that costs thousands of dollars. But is there anything I can do to hide or improve certain features of my face? And that leads you to the sideways one. Sideways one's pretty bad. It's not a good picture. I used to have short hair. Is this a good Yandere Dev impression? I don't even know. Like, it kind of talks like that, but it's like it's deeper. Like there is a breathiness to it, but it's much deeper than that. I don't know. Not very good at impressions.
You are.
But now it is longer. No, I'm only good at impressions of Nelson Mandela. I have no idea how to style it or what to do with it. It is frizzy and sticks out like an afro, so there is nothing I can do to style it. Should I grow it longer, cut it shorter, make an attempt at going for a certain style? Is there any way to permanently straighten your hair? How about temporarily, like for a month or so? Like, you comb it. You know what I mean? Use straighteners, like of a morning, like just don't be lazy. He could have fixed it by changing his personality. Yeah, absolutely. This is one of the things, definitely, this is from way back in 2008, but it's giving off those incel vibes, where there's like, kind of average to not, to like slightly ugly looking guys, or like, well, it's my face. You know, all the girls just want to have sex with Chad and Tyrone. You know, guys like me, we haven't got a chance. You know, it's over for us. And you just think, maybe if you weren't such a cunt, you didn't use words like Chad and Tyrone. You know, like and didn't place, you know, value of like sex with women above everything else. You might actually get fucking laid once in a while.
Yeah.
But they won't listen. But this really gives off that same energy. And he's 20 years old here. Do you know what I mean? He's not a kid. Like he's fucking 20. Like, he's old enough to know better. Like, granted, it's got to be shit being a virgin at 20. But, you know, it's not Chris Chan level yet. You know, there's still a chance. Jokingly at the moment. And then the final picture, the really famous one, the one I altered for this thumbnail.
He looks like someone I went to school with.
Maybe he is. Maybe you went to school with Yandere Dev.
It's possible.
I mean, he's significantly older than you, but it's...
He's like he's the same age as my brother.
It doesn't matter, alright? Fuck it. I'm just going to take a short break to eat some fries, because I'm a lazy cunt.
Bioman12, thanks for the $4.99.
Speak up a bit, you're quite far from the mic.
Alright. Wait, you're telling me this guy couldn't get a girlfriend? I'm shocked, truly.
And again, I'm not making fun of his looks at all.
No.
Like he's not a good-looking guy by any means, but like I say, he's not hideously repulsive. He's just kind of just nerdy looking. Okay, he's kind of looks like Michael Cera. You know what I mean?
He does have a Michael Cera look to him. Like if Michael Cera had kind of like Sam Raimi's hair and eyebrows.
Definitely do see the Sam Raimi thing you were talking about.
Like really young, sort of like Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Sort of Sam Raimi.
I am sad that no girl has ever shown interest in me, but I'm really afraid that the problem might be the very structure of my face itself. Again, it's just that incel attitude of like, oh, I've got shit bone structure, I'll never get any pussy. It's like, just, no, that's not, you're a cunt, that's the problem. Like, you have precisely zero confidence, you hate women, you know. Pimp Demon, I mean, Jacob did, so anything is possible. Thanks for the money, go fuck yourself. Now, I'm just gonna start acting like Yandere Dev now. It's like, fuck off and die. Eat shit and die. You're a fucking retard. Yeah, that's how to talk to you, chap.
Yeah.
I'm a nice, friendly guy. He said it! He
Nice
said it, Reddit! He did it!
r/nice guys.
He did it, boys. Let's get the Reddit gold in here. Fucking Keanu Reeves over here. He said it. I'm a nice, friendly guy.
You're breathtaking.
And I just want people to give me a chance. I make very funny Big Chungus memes. Yeah, so... bit of a tool, obviously. Gemma, do you want to take over just reading for a moment while I finish eating this handful of chips?
Alright. He had aspirations to develop video games and tried his hand at programming a fighting game engine. The code was criticised by Mike Z, the programmer of Skullgirls.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. Which you might recognise are both a good game and a well-programmed piece of work. Eva Zephon didn't have any of it, and threw a bitch fit, distraught that his personal hero wouldn't give him blind praise. Can you move the mayonnaise bottle out the way?
So I'm going to jump back in now.
Alright, cool.
Just wanted to eat that last handful of fries.
Yeah.
Why don't gamer girls like me? I am the biggest chungus there is. It's like, for God's sake, Mum, you know, it's not called Fat Bugs Bunny. Oh, thank you, Uncle Palby, for the 6 bar. Here, 4 Reddit gold, sire. Thank you, kind stranger. The way people talk on forums makes me want to bring back burning at the stake. Right. His first attempt at making an actual game was to make a side-scrolling hack and slash game called Lunar Scythe, starring the edgiest woman that was ever designed. So that's a link. Disagree, fucker.
What?
I mean, okay, so in terms of the quality of the artwork, it's significantly better than I could do. Let's get that out of the way. This is why I resent people who can draw. Like, largely, people who are capable of drawing, I fucking hate their guts. Because I can't draw, like, I can barely draw a stick man. But I think I have a pretty cool imagination, and there's a lot of cool stuff in there that I can't draw. Yandere Dev used his drawing abilities to draw this.
You used his drawing abilities for...
Yeah, for another wank rag. You know, look at it. Fucking disgraceful. Right.
Oh my god, it's
Where does this go?
really
That was ever designed. Okay, that just takes me to a fucking...
dead page?
Yeah. On a quest to kill everyone to clean the world of its human filth. You can read the whole story here, and believe me, we will. He shilled his idea on V for weeks, trying to impress by showing the same character drawn by different people over and over, while ignoring what others were telling him. So he quickly turned into a laughingstock. I can't imagine this young man here as a laughingstock. I've been jokingly told I look creepy. No, surely not. Master Bayonetta. Trying to impress. All right. Then he came back as Yandere Dev with an actually interesting idea. A game where you played as a yandere who kills and ruins lives to try and get close to her senpai. Slash V liked the concept and contributed to the game, giving feedback and some volunteer work. But because he's Eva Zephon, he couldn't help but throw bitch fits, like his attempt to turn the whole Mike Z chat into a sob story about a big mean programmer who totally ruined his life and made him depressed. Eventually it came to light that Yandere Dev and Eva Zephon were one and the same, when an ex-volunteer leaked it on Reddit. He quickly turned into a laughingstock yet again, though this hasn't stopped him from trying to defend himself on Slash V. Lovely.
Anime was a mistake.
Then he went on to 8chan and repeated the story. He tried to pander to them, threw more bitch fits about nothing, and went to Reddit. On Reddit, he mostly writes up huge autistic walls of text spoiling everything about the game and detailing what every character has had for breakfast, as well as bitching to mods about users he doesn't like. Oh. Might as well drop some shit. Okay, so look at this. Okay, I can't seem to do anything with that. Nope, that doesn't seem to do anything either. Okay, well that doesn't work.
Pen Demon, thanks for the 20 kroner. Clockwork is way more edgy.
Yeah, it is. It's that's still pretty shocking though. You've got all this archived shit here. So I'm just going to browse through a moment. February 2016 progress update. I feel like they're making, they're found the code start from 258 to see part of it. Right,
I decided that disposing of a body takes way too long.
I don't know much
Fixing
about
some
code,
very
but
inefficient code that had been bothering me for a long time. I still wish I could spend even more time optimizing the code.
spend even more time optimizing the code, or spend any time optimizing the code. David B. Andrews, thank you for the £5. He looks like a ditto tried to copy Screech from Saved by the Bell and just gave up. Bloody hell, keep the change. Buy more fries. Fries good. Thank you very much. Vince12, thank you for the £5. Be sure to look at his competition as well. Yandere Dev is a degenerate who spawns more degenerates, not unlike how a tapeworm reproduces.
Jeez.
Wow. So let's have a little look at Lunar Scythe here. Of course, we've got the Lunar Scythe picture. Can we? So this is archived here. This is his user page on Skullheart Encore, video game streamer, unpublished indie game dev, male, 29 from Los Angeles. And this, I assume, takes us to the thing we looked at earlier. Oh, no, perhaps a slightly different version. I don't know. It's all got a bit wrong. Ah! Various artists drawn her. Alright. Again, just an awful design through and through. It's just a fetish thing. And I think that started at quite a young age, and it's just sort of continued.
Yeah, the design kind of reminds me of Blood Rain. Like, for the game version of her. Well, I know her name's Rain, but...
Okay, so all he's ever posted is just, I'm making a game, I call it Lunar Scythe over and over again. So let's take a look at that, shall we?
You see the way that he even writes that? It's kind of got that kind of... Where it's like, I'm making a game, I call it Lunar Scythe. Like, instead of just saying it's called Lunar Scythe. Because it's that kind of...
Yeah, I call it. It's very Reddity, isn't it?
Yeah,
I call it.
I call it Lunar Scythe. It's very cocky.
Hi everybody. About a year ago I had an idea for a video game. I've made several prototypes, and I'm really proud of my most recent one, so I'd like to share it with you all. The game is a side-scrolling hack-and-slash game. Here's a screenshot. Yeah, naturally. So, for an independent game of the time, looks pretty typical. Doesn't look shockingly awful, but again, just aesthetically, it's just horrible.
Like, it looks like a bunch of games like mashed together.
I imagine this is no longer... Fucking hell, look at this. I don't think that'll work. Yeah, shocking stuff. Please check out the README file for instructions on how to do air combos and stuff like that. All of the art assets, character models, animations, GUI, background music are completely placeholder. I'll be replacing all of those temporary assets as soon as I can. I bet you didn't. I'm not satisfied with the combat yet, so I'll probably make a lot of adjustments to it. It took you 20 years to bring out Luna Scythe, did it? Thank you, Valenkin, for the £2. Watch his hate and shame video. It's a masterpiece. Well, if you insist, I'll check that out in a moment.
And there's one from Bioman12. Wonder if there's a Yandere Simulator creepypasta. I'll update you guys next time you read creepypastas on stream.
I'm sure there is.
Thank you. Jeremy Dodgems, gay Anetta.
The main character is a girl in her late teens named Luna. Luna is obsessed with an idea. The idea that this world is full of people who don't deserve to live. That does sound like a thought a teenager would have. Maybe not late teens, but a thought a teenager would have. It hasn't got,
light Yagami.
yeah, hasn't got the fucking life experience to, live in the real world. Murderers, thieves, kidnappers, human traffickers, drug dealers. It's starting to sound more like Jacob Sockness now. Arms dealers, arsonists, scam artists, identity thieves. Just criminals is fine. Luna desperately wishes she could do something to rid the planet of such people, but she feels like there's nothing she could do that would ever make a difference.
Just gonna get the death note.
I was so proud of the stupid Death Note rant I went on that I when I was chatting to some friends at work who haven't seen the show, I just regurgitated it again like I was coming out with it for the first time. Had them all running around, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm funny." They don't know that this was a joke I made like a year or two ago. Seems like I'm always coming up with great jokes. I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking at home, beads of sweat. I was like combing through all the episodes of the show, and like, what's funny? What's funny? Where the fuck were we? Okay, at the beginning of the game, Luna dies. As Luna's spirit looks down at her own body, she feels nothing but apathy.
Mood apathetic.
She didn't want to live in a world filled with human filth anyway. That's when death shows up. Fucking hell, we on some Lightbringer shit. It's like Yandere Dev, but I, as a smart coder. Death looks into her soul to determine which afterlife she belongs in, and he is surprised at what he finds with her. He learns that she is free of sin, yet her strongest desire is to take millions of lives. While examining this pale girl clad entirely in black, who he yearns to kill, Death feels as though he's looking at his own reflection for a moment. Fuck off! Why do you write like this? What's wrong with you? Someone's piecing out in the chat. As far as I can go. Hey man, it's like, totally understand, bro.
It's not a phase, Mom.
Death decides that Luna may be able to serve him a purpose. Instead of sending her soul to the afterlife, Death makes Luna an offer. I'm trying to think of a voice for Death like it really matters in this. I'll bring you back to life if you agree to bring me human souls. Luna is shocked by his offer. But I don't want to kill innocent people. Then do not kill the innocent, Death replies. Kill the guilty. But who are the guilty? She asks. That's for you to decide, Death replies. Death is offering her the authority and power to kill anyone she thinks deserves to die. This sounds like a great game.
I was gonna say, so you sound like Jaunty in like this shitty Shadow Man retread.
Oh god.
But Shadow Man's a woman.
You can thank you, Renita Chan, for the $4.99. You can make Death an interesting character. Darksiders 2, for example. But this version of Death is so unbearably dull and stupid. Fucking hell. Just Grim the Grim Reaper. I'm Greg, the Grim Reaper. Don't laugh. Fuck, this is killing me. How much more is left? She doesn't want to come back to life and return into a miserable world. filled with criminals, sadists, and psychopaths. What a piece of cowabunga shit. But if she had the power to purify this sinful world, she could create a world that she actually wants to live in. And so, Luna accepts... What about this is a video game? Luna accepts the offer, not to become death, but to become justice.
I will be the god of this new world.
I'm Batman. Pimp Demon, thank you for the Krona. Why is Death a bootleg Slenderman? Because I can do like 4 voices, that's why.
Well,
Death was
someone
born
asked-
after the Tato famine.
Like someone asked, it was like, why does Jacob sound like Jacksepticeye? And I'm like, yes, any Irish accent, Jacksepticeye impression.
It's like, holy toity toity to! Hey, top of the morning, sir, I got green hair. Why the fuck am I popular?
It's pretty good, to be honest.
It's pretty close, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go bum the English. Fucking Matt is like, come help me American friends. Slotty Bot Fast from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Mrs. Brown's boys are all the same. I like, yeah. I know kids eat that shit up. It's just awful. Just awful.
It's kind of funny when my sister told me this. It was like, I was like, oh, you know Jacksepticeye actually like used to hide his Irish accent when he started doing Let's Plays because he didn't want people to associate with him.
Isn't his catchphrase top of the morning?
Yes!
Just like, on top of a morning to you. It's me, Jacksepticeye. Today we're going to be playing Amnesia, The Dark Descent. He's fired until like the fucking monster demonic thing shows up and it's just like, oh, bloody hell!
Christ, are they helium balloons?
We're floating away. Jesus Christ, I'm so scared I've spilled me fucking Guinness all over my legs. And then that's how the internet found out Jacksepticeye was an Irishman. I don't know what any of this has to do with the Yandere simulator.
We've just diverted the brain train.
Just like, now this guilty person is really small. But this one is far away. Jesus Christ, that actually sounded exactly like it. To be honest, it's not like it's not the worst impression I do. I definitely do worse ones. My Chris Chan is just George Takei for some reason, because that's before I ever heard his voice. Back when I first read Sonic, I didn't really know who Chris Chan was. I imagine because the way he turns himself into kind of like he acknowledges what a loser he is in there in a way, but he also writes himself as kind of a sort of a god character who's very cool. So when I very first read Sonic in like 2015, I didn't really know Chris Chan. The instinctive voice for that character was just very smooth. Like, hey, I am Christian Weston Chandler. And it just, when I heard his real voice, I was like, nah, doesn't work for me. You remember Yami Mesh? Anyone? He was pretty popular. Really? No one?
I've heard of him, I never watched him.
You were so bored of Yandere Dev, you'd rather talk about Jacksepticeye. I mean, that says a lot, doesn't it? That really lets you know how fucking sick of this shit I am already. Jack hid his accent because he's a wanted member of the IRA. Fucking hell. Right. Back to this, I guess. Back to reading this, I guess.
Oh, Jesus.
It's my Linkara. It's not great. It needs work.
It works. You can tell it's Link.
Yeah, I mean, it's close enough. I'm not a voice actor. You know, it's close enough. You know who it's supposed to be. Didn't Yami Mash confess to doing something bad? I don't remember. When I first started making videos, I remember some guy was like, hey, you sound like this guy Yami Mash, but I couldn't be bothered to look him up. But for whatever reason, that stuck in my memory. So it was like from back when I first started doing videos. All right. Oh, shit, he's a lot older here. 2014? I thought this post was from like 08, like his other ones.
Oh, no.
Like, he's a grown-ass man when he wrote this story.
He's the same age as my sister in this
Yeah.
story.
All right. Death resurrects Luna, gives her a giant scythe, and grants her superhuman powers that become active at midnight. By day, Luna is an ordinary girl who works part-time jobs to scrape by, and by night, she is the judge, jury, and executioner of her city, an agent of death.
This is just Judge Angels.
It's so bad.
This is just Judge Angels.
If Luna does not bring enough souls, Death will take her life. Luna asks Death how many souls. Didn't she not care if she lived or died? Luna asks Death how many souls he wants and what her deadline is. Because Death does not perceive time the same way that mortals do, in terms of seconds, minutes, or hours. Thanks for explaining how mortals perceive time. I needed that, Alex. Thank you. He cannot give her a specific date. So basically what you're getting at is that Death is limited in his perception as compared to a human. That's what you accidentally wrote in your story, you fucking moron. As he looks upward in contemplation, he notices that the moon is full, and so he decides that Luna must use the scythe to deliver a specific number of souls to him by the end of the lunar cycle. Hence the name of the game, Lunar Scythe. What do you think? Corny? Oh no. Not at all. Okay. I'm trying to think, how old was he when he was 26?
26 when he started.
In 2014, how old would you have been?
You see, my brother.
He's 20, yeah.
So he would be 25?
Yeah. Too old, basically.
26, yeah.
Too old to be writing this. This is another thing. I'm going to use this to defend myself now, because I do get a lot of shit from people. You know, and the thing is, obviously, you have to be able to take shit when you dish it out as much as I do. But I do get a lot of shit from people who've been like, oh, you fucking... This is how they talk. Everyone disagrees when he speaks exactly like this. Oh, you fucking picking on kids, man. All this shit's written by kids. Is it? Mm-hmm. Do we know that? Do we fucking know that for certain? I don't know that it is. I'm not confident that it is. This man was 25. The game takes place over the course of a year. After each full moon, Death demands more souls by the next full moon. So Luna has to kill more and more people to meet her quota each month. So it's just like a job, basically. Okay, that sounds really exciting. Pimp Demon, thank you again. I'd rather play Devil May Cry 2 than this. Whoa, let's not say something we can't take back. All right, calm your tits.
Yeah.
I'm 24. I would have written this about 14 years ago. Yeah, exactly. This is kid shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, I have no doubt that a lot of these writers that we make fun of are adults, at least physically. I mean, this is about the age Chris Chan was when he was started Sonichu. You know?
Yep.
I mean, granted, he's a mental, but well, she now, but you know, he at the time mental. What Luna doesn't know is that she's not the only dead girl that Death has brought back to life. He also has resurrected other recently deceased girls. Why are they all girls? Oh yeah, because you're a weirdo. It's like a sex pervert who have the capacity to take millions of lives. Also, as much as I like the way the words sex pervert sound together, it's super fucking redundant. And I thought I should bring it up before someone in the chat calls me on it. Like, I'm aware that pervert already implies the word sex. Like, it's pretty redundant. But fuck, works. I love how sex pervert sounds as a descriptor.
Or, like, if you're trying to use it in, like, a joke to insult, like, in a script, it looks really nice.
Yeah.
There.
Pimp Demon. What, Devil May Cry 2 is my fave game? Yes, I am Satan. Who designed this game? Satan. Fucking... Yandere Dev, who's trying to do the come on game designers, get it together. But doing like a black man's voice. Fucking shocking.
Yeah.
Take a shot every time he says death. Oh, I should have done that. If I'd known he was going to say death the whole time. Fuck, are we? Every time there is a full moon, Luna will fight another resurrected dead chick wielding giant energy weapons.
You're kind of starting to sound a bit like Gino Samuel. So I'm like hearing this like
it's just like
the pickle sauce.
Yeah, it's just like what Luna doesn't know is that she is not the only dead girl that Death has brought back to life. He has also returned the souls of Surf Jack Tito and the man in the pickle suit.
It works. It just works in the same way.
It's just like
it complements each other perfectly.
He should do a documentary about Yandere Dev
Yes.
next. I'll get on his Patreon and send him that.
Once he's done part 100
Yeah.
of the Christian documentary.
Right, that's Gino Samuel for the rest of the document now. Have the capacity to take millions of lives. Every time there is a full moon, Luna will fight it. Another resurrected dead chick wielding a giant energy weapon. The game takes place in 2015, and there are 13 full moons in 2015, meaning Luna will have to face 13 of these enemies in total! That's my Gino Samuel.
It works.
I'm going to go back to the voice I was doing.
We need the Twilight Zone guy to read this.
Well, actually, I'll have to do it as Gino Samuel because I can't remember the Yandere Dev voice I came up with. Oh, no, yes, I can. What is Death plotting? Why does he want mortals to gather souls for him? What happens once Luna has defeated all the dead girls? You'll have to play the game to find out, winky face. Fucking garbage. Fucking 25-year-old man.
Bernice-chan, why is this based around the lunar calendar? Because essentially he's basically like a version of Calendar Man, but not as good.
Shocking. I can't believe what I'm seeing. And somebody reads all of that, right? That fucking nonsense. And go, what? Does the guy who asked what the story was ever come back? I don't think he does. I think, so what's the story? They wrote it, they went, cool. Pimp Demon, thank you. The 13 is like the Sonic EXE 7 Guardians. I mean, you're not wrong. So I've read all that, and then someone just went, to generate discussion, what is your ideal for the combat? It's like, I fucking don't want to talk about the story at all. Thank you, Uncle Palpy, for the £2. He should have called the game Necrophilitas. Necrophiletas? I don't know. I feel like I ruined your joke, and I apologise. I don't know if I can give you the £2 back. Yeah, I fucking don't know if I can keep reading this. This is looking pretty cool. Why do you lie to the man?
Echo chamber.
Yeah, why have you got to lie like that? Why can't you just be honest? Like, this is dumb.
This
is dumb and a waste of your time.
This would get like a C me
Yeah.
school for like a 5th or 6th grade person writing it.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, you know, it's got good elements there, but you could do better.
Yeah.
25-year-old man writing the level that 5th to 6th graders are writing.
I think I've had enough of Yandere Dev.
Yeah, let's go.
Having
on
said
to-
that, there was one guy who super chatted who wanted a particular video. What was it? I can't fucking remember. Fuck. It was a really embarrassing video.
Oh, hate or shame or something like that.
Okay, if I just type in fucking Yandev hate shame or something, I'm sure it'll come up, right?
Yeah.
Hate and shame. There we are. Oh, it's 22 minutes. Fucking consume the cum chalice, boys.
Oh.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Self in the following situation.
In the
This
following
is you,
situation.
and this is every single message you've ever posted to the internet over the course of your entire life.
Okay.
Every forum post, every tweet, etc. Most of these messages are pretty harmless. However, a few of them make you look
Oh,
bad.
look, Pro Jared left a comment.
Some of those messages might be something dumb you said when you were younger and less mature. Some of those messages might be something rude you said when you were in a bad mood.
Okay.
And some of those messages might only look bad without context.
Oh, I see. This is about like the chat logs that got leaked of him basically calling people cunts and saying that mental illness isn't real, right?
These embarrassing...
There was no context when I told that mentally, ill person to kill themselves because mental illness isn't real. There was... You took it out of context.
messages make up less than 1% of everything you've ever done or said over the course of your life. And none of those
Oh, I'm
messages
scared.
accurately represent who you really are. However, imagine that someone decides to take all of these embarrassing moments from your past,
Okay.
put them into a list, and show that list to his friends. Then he claims that this list represents you. His friends believe him and develop a twisted mental image of you. They perceive you as a caricature of who you
gaslighting
really
video.
are, with all of your flaws greatly exaggerated.
It's like, no. I never said any of that shit. There was this great like Wikipedia post from years ago. It was like Gaslight, the movie. And you just clicked on it. It was just like, there is no movie called Gaslight. You imagined it. And it's just like, bravo. That's fucking powerful.
Fortunately for you, their hobby is ridiculing and shaming people. And they've decided that...
Oh, I can't imagine what that must be like, Yandere Dev, ridiculing and shaming others. On an unrelated note, here are some clips from one of your streams that you speak to your fucking audience.
You would be a fun target. And so they start stalking you. They follow you everywhere you go, taking...
Yeah, I understand, Yandere Dev, being a big-time celebrity, you struggle with the paparazzi, who you have depicted as goblins in this cartoon. Now, just a moment ago, Mr. Yandere Dev, I believe you were talking about nuance. And about how things are taken out of context and, one shitty thing about you doesn't represent you at all. You've drawn your detractors as goblins. I don't think I need to pass comment or explain that. I'm just going to let that sit in the air for a moment.
Yeah.
pictures of you, recording videos of you, and digging through your trash to look for anything embarrassing you might have thrown away. Sometimes they even try to directly provoke you, because they think
this
it's
happens to
funny
real
to get a
celebrities and it
reaction
sucks.
out of you.
This does not happen to you.
You might try to speak with them and explain that they have the wrong idea about you.
Okay.
You might try to
Have you done
explain
this?
that...
Have you tried to explain yourself, or have you spurged out and thrown temper tantrums and called people cunts?
We'll see.
they're developing a false...
You told one of your Discord mods that you'd be happier if they killed themselves, or if they were not alive anymore. So, you're a twat.
image of who you are. However, when you try to do this, they'll just laugh at you. You see, they don't care at all about getting to know the real you. They want to maintain their twisted perception.
Of course they don't care about the real you. Dude, they're not your friends.
They want what you're making.
Yeah, your audience are not your friends. I'm sorry. They just aren't. It's a shitty thing to have to admit, but it's fucking true. People either are looking positively or negatively at you. But the fact of the matter is, they're not interested in hearing you explain yourself because you're not a person to them. You're a thing. You're a commodity.
You're just you're gonna get people gonna ask, when's the thing coming out?
Yeah.
When's the thing you've been promising us for ages coming out?
Yeah, it's not a nice feeling, but it's just a fact. And you, being a person in the public eye, you have to get used to that. No one else is making fucking videos about this because they just accept it. They just go, okay, that's part of my career. Is that there are people out there who think they know me, but they don't because you work in an industry that puts you out in the public. Pimp Demon, thank you. Wait a second, so Yandere Dev lives in Mordor. Fireman12, thank you very much for the $4.99. This is almost as bad as the legal document at the end of the Breakfast story. This is shocking. I loved that. I loved that so much. You're just please do not... you absolutely cannot use my copyrighted character, Pikachu. It's well done. Yeah. Yes, you own Pikachu,
of you,
twat.
because they're having a lot of fun ridiculing and shaming this image of you that exists in their minds.
Berkey Boy, thank you very much
Even
for
if
the
you make
$5. Goblin Gang represent. Gang. Goblin Gang. But.
Cleared.
It doesn't have the same ring
You are
as Gucci Gang,
100%
but I think it could
willing
also
to
work
answer
with
any
Ketchup.
questions they
Yeah, I
have.
think it could.
They
I remember
simply
Gucci
won't
Gang.
ever contact you to get your side of the story.
Yeah, I'm really with
They're
it.
not interested in any information that might...
Have you heard about that Gangnam Style the kids are listening to? It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's a big fat man. He does a little dance. He looks like Kim Jong-un. He looks like Kim Jong-un had a weird love child with the fat rival guy from Skyward Sword. He does a little horse dance. It's brilliant.
Debunk the narrative
You might not have heard of it
you
yet.
want to believe in. They've placed you into a category, and once you're in that category...
You know what? I kind of like he's been super not self-aware in this video until he's putting... I don't know why he represents himself as a little girl. Well, I know why. It's because he's a fucking creep. But that he's putting himself in there with Chris Chan and Darkside Phil.
Oh.
That's actually pretty great. I like that. But also, if you're allowed to represent yourself as a little girl, I don't think putting classic male Christian here is going to do you any favors.
'Cause,
Like,
I mean,
if you're allowed, if you, a male, are allowed to represent yourself as a girl, I think someone who is trans and identifies as female should be given the same fucking dignity, especially when you're talking about, like, oh, we're being put in this, like, lolcow bin. I'm like, well, you know, you're not showing anyone any respect by doing that, so fuck
They
you,
are
basically.
convinced that you belong there forever. They are also convinced that you don't deserve any empathy or compassion whatsoever, and that the only thing you deserve is mockery and humiliation. If you try to explain that they've miscategorized you and that you're not any of the things they think you are, you're only going to be ridiculed further. You might try to prove that they're wrong about you by remaining on your best behavior for as long as possible, but it won't help. Anytime you ever say anything, no matter how harmless, they will interpret what you've said in the most negative manner possible. They'll even...
Yes, imagine that. Doesn't matter what you say, people will put you, will misrepresent you. Now, excuse me. Now, I know I sound like a broken record here, folks, but excuse me while I draw my critics as goblins.
stretch the truth as far as they possibly can,
Cringe.
so they can continue believing.
I don't know how much
that
more
you
of this
are
I
the
can
monster
take.
They want you to be. For
I will
example,
say,
let's say you announce
I'm
that you're
tensing
going on a diet.
Yeah.
But once a month,
like,
you allow yourself to have a single piece of candy. They will stalk you and take pictures of you on the one day when you're eating a candy bar, make a collage of those pictures, and then claim that you're a fat pig who is constantly eating candy.
Has this happened to you? Yandere Dev. Are there loads of photos of you eating candy out there that I don't know about?
Even though the pictures are real, the conclusion they are trying to reach is false.
Or is this about, again, loads of screenshots of you being a massive fucking cunt to people trying to help you? And, well, the pictures are real, but they're taken out of context. What about all the times I didn't tell my followers to commit suicide?
Let's say that you announce that you're going to stop eating junk food, but in a selfie that you posted to Twitter,
Pimp Demon, thank you very much. Just kill them, it works great.
there's a candy wrapper in the background. They'll conclude that you've been eating candy. But if they simply spoke to you, they'd learn that you frequently have guests over at your house, and that you keep some...
Yandere Dev. This is, I feel like you and I are close. We're friends, we can talk about this. You don't frequently have people over at your house. Even back then, when there wasn't a pandemic, you didn't have people over at your house frequently. Let's not lie.
why don't lie?
snacks
Why you
around in
always
case your
lie?
guests get hungry. Everything they believe about you could be debunked if they simply spoke to you and asked for an explanation.
Because
Okay.
they trust you?
Okay.
Because they should trust you.
I'm asking you directly, and granted that my audience is far smaller than yours, but you're probably the type to Google yourself. You can say I am streaming about you right now, and I can't imagine you're coding right now. Why did you have a massive go at someone with dissociative identity disorder and tell them that it's not a real condition? I'd like your side of that, please. All humour gone for a moment. We're not joking around. Why did you do that? Please explain. I'm asking you, not from a place of mockery and hate for a moment, but from genuine curiosity. Why in God's name would you do something like that?
Yeah.
Feel free to get back to me anytime.
But they have no interest in doing that. They only want to believe whatever allows them to continue talking trash about you. No matter what your profession is, they will convince themselves that you're bad at it. If you're an artist,
You admittedly are bad at yours, though. You've openly said I don't know how to code.
they'll claim that you're bad at painting. If you're a chef, they'll claim that you're bad at cooking. And if you're a programmer, they'll claim that you're bad at writing code.
You are bad at writing code. You have openly admitted you're bad at writing code on numerous occasions.
Of course, you can explain why you chose to use acrylic paint instead of oil paint, or why you chose to use margarine instead of butter, or why you chose to use if-else instead of switch case. But they won't ever bother to ask you. They're not interested in hearing your side of the story. They're only interested in having a narrative that facilitates shame and ridicule. You might say to yourself, Oh, who cares if there's a bunch of weirdos who gossip about me? Who cares if they believe a bunch of nonsense that
Yeah, so I mean, it's a good point.
isn't true? Whatever, I'm just going to ignore it. Well, it would be really nice if the story ended there, but it doesn't.
All right, we're only 5 minutes into this fucking pity party. Is everyone in the chat okay with me just abandoning this and moving on to the next lolcow? Like, I'd kind of like to make fun of somebody else for a moment.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'm done with this fucking clown. And by the way, I genuinely think the reason, because someone in the chat was going, he depicts himself as a little girl in these videos because he thinks it makes him get more support. I think there's some truth to that. It wouldn't surprise me. Now, this is a guess, by the way. This is not an accusation. So this is just like me saying how it looks from the outside looking in. So this is by no means an actual accusation. But considering his very clear male voice, I think there is a part of him, at least, that capitalizes on the fact he thinks if I have a female avatar, people will assume I'm trans, and I'll get more support because people will feel sorry for me. Again, that's just how it looks. I'm not accusing, but that's how it looks as an outsider looking in.
I'll have to say I 100% agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Because for the very same reason.
And again, I already know that he's not going to. He's doesn't have respect because of the Chris Chan thing. We know he doesn't have respect for trans people. So there's that suggestion in my mind of like, well, he's very narcissistic. Is he the type to just capitalize on something? To be like, well, that the X group is, are looked after because they're victims, instead of actually understanding the fucking context of it.
Like I understand.
Again, it's not an accusation. It's just how it comes across.
It's like I understand, like with Chris Chan, for instance, like she hasn't been very good at doing it in the past to somebody that they kind of didn't believe that was like was trans. But that doesn't mean that you've got to be like that to them, like to her, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because just it's like two wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah.
So you could have had the higher ground there, but yeah, and you can't even blame when the video was made. The video was uploaded in 2018.
Yeah, certainly this is post.
So
this is all post all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, so there was no excuse for it.
Chris Chan coming out and everything. Yeah. So again, just a theory, a game theory. So
we have Jamie as a trans woman. I give that theory my stamp of approval.
So we're heading on to Sam Fennah now.
Oh Jesus, I forgot about this thing.
You thought we were just calling it a night, didn't you? No, Gemma, we are not. Because as of tomorrow, we're fucking off on a trip up to Scotland and we won't be able to stream for about a week. So we are absolutely going to have to continue streaming, making the most, shall we say, of our evening together. Perhaps we could watch a film or play a video game together or something. No. This is what people do to bond, to spend time together. Is they look at motherfuckers who look like this.
Yeah, fucking life with Derek looking ass.
All right. Oh, fucking Bionicle time. Fucking boss nass ass. Let's go. All right. Sam Fennah, failsafe, atheist furry who dropped out of college, spurged to Bionicle fans about God not existing.
Is that his own? Is that how he introduces himself?
Yes, I think so. Probably. It's just Homer Simpson smiling politely. Who is this specimen? Toby, because he's British, was mistaken for Logan Paul. Looks like Ulilia and said the N-word when he meant nigger. Nigger. Yeah, fucking Matt got like someone like spurged out at Matt in the comment section because they were like. So I'm going to address this shit really quick. Thank you, Pimp Demon, for the $2. How's Logan? That's actually, we're going up to get him.
Yeah.
He's up there at the moment, staying with his dad. But so somebody like completely fucking spurged out at Matt. They thought he said the N-word, and like they thought he said it in like a complete context of just flat out flagrantly being racist as well. Basically, he went, "It's Nega Mouse," They heard it as the N-word mouse, and they were just like, what the fuck? This is so racist. And like, I tried to explain. Didn't go well. And they just like kept flipping out. I mean, like, nobody like could possibly hear that as nigger. Like, you walk around a black neighborhood and play that as your ringtone. I'm like, okay, well, you're implying that black people are violent and all live in the same neighborhood, for one thing. And then also, thank you, David. Escape from the City Tier 4 version, Jacob and Gemma. Yeah, great excuse, because we're not going to have another excuse, are we? Like, it's a childcare thing, so we have to do it. So it's a great excuse to go on a drive. But anyway, this guy, and then they said, ask any person of colour what they think. So I'm like, okay, one, there are black people who watch the show, and some who have been on the show. And though I'm comfortable with them having seen that episode, and I'm happy for them to draw their own conclusions and not assume that it's the N-word. I don't think any of them have, you fucking muppet. And second of all, ask any person of colour. Again, the implication there being that black people are some kind of fucking hive mind.
Yes.
Any person of colour, because they will all have the same opinion about everything. I'm like, no, they won't, you fucking racist.
Also,
And you called them out on it. You went like, because I saw in the chat, you were like, you're being racist. Like, if you're walking around hearing racial slurs, well, there aren't any, you maybe have to ask yourself a question. They went, oh, that's just he who smelt it, dealt it logic. I'm like, no, it's not. It's you needing to be self-critical because you are assuming everyone's racist but you, when in actuality, you think all black people are, they all think the same and are probably super violent. That's the impression you give off, so go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Renita Chan, thank you very much. $4.99. Dude, I loved Bionicle when I was 4, up until it was cancelled when I was 12. This is going to hurt me right in the childhood. The guy who criticised Matt sounds like a sped. Yeah, absolutely.
a complete sped. And there was someone else that got annoyed at you on another video. I think it was your Krampus one, or I don't know.
People are just dicks. The African Collective Basketball Americans. As mundane Matt, Basketball Americans. Turn off that pesky ad block. Sorry, just.
What kind of face is that?
What fresh hell. Dude, straight up, just fucking looks like Zoolander.
He looks like he hides behind women's bathrooms and goes in and steals underwear.
That's creepy, Gemma.
He does, though. With that face?
I'm surprised there's no thread on Sammy Boy. Most of you who browse the Nostalgia Critic thread may have seen this name pop up. The rabbit hole, boys. I mean, this is a guy, straight away, Nostalgia Critic pops up in the first fucking paragraph, and you just know. Whew. Let's go. Sam Fennah is a 20-something-year-old animator known for his furry abominations and spurgouts in the Bionicle community. I'll try and read this with a straight face. To make this easier for the rest of you, I'll start from the beginning. Below will be some videos on Bionicle Revolution. The first one contains a link to his animation reel. Alright. Let's go. Let's do it, lads. I've got his YouTube channel up here as well. And his Instagram, so we're going to really get to know this guy.
Hey.
Oh, I'm not listening to fucking 3 hours. Screw that. Do that at my own time. There's a whole... Okay, so this might be interesting. There's people discussing this guy, Fennah, so this might be of interest. But again, it's quite a long thing. So Failsafe, that's him. Of course, Failsafe42, also known as Fennah. Attention, aspiring animators. I'm speaking as the sole animator for Bionicle Revolution. I went to university, Edge Hill, and failed the first year. Good start. Perhaps don't tell that to me. I mean, unless he's trying to be inspirational, be like, yeah, you know what? Just try your best, and if you fail, It's not the end of the world. You know, maybe I'm judging this guy all wrong. Maybe he's got some good advice for people.
Maybe you can be like me.
I was additionally ganged up on by my fellow students and lecturers who insulted my work even to this day. Maybe it's not very good then. You know, like, I sympathize because I've had some shit teachers who are just like, who don't get what I do. I'm like, okay, it happens. But if that is everyone, do you know what I mean? Like, there's no balance. You do have to, you might have to put your ego to one side and think, perhaps I'm not working to the fullest of my potential.
Yeah.
I don't know. No expert on this guy, so I'll just let that slide. Claiming that I steal models and am a terrible person. Well, when Bionicle Revolution is released, I'm also going to release the email. I'm going to release the email address for the university that attempted to tear me down with lies and hate. Again, it's just very Christian. They all speak the same, don't they? Okay, you can skip this bit. We covered it at the end of the Nostalgia Critic stream. I don't fucking remember this. So this is largely for me, to be honest, guys. I am going to shut that forsaken place down. My fellow students have recently discovered the trailer for Bionicle Revolution and have been bombarding me with messages telling me how terrible it is. Humanity is wonderful, isn't it? I just want you all to know that I work really hard on my stuff and won't be beaten by these people. Remember, folks, the world is full of scum. If you're an aspiring animator, don't go to university or college. Great advice. Work hard at what you do. Become the best, like me. Push your limits, and don't let anyone bully you. It sounds like you really haven't let people bully you. Below, you will find the Edge Hill animation showreel, so you know how bad it is, and some of the messages I've been receiving. I use the name Alex Titmouse for social stuff.
They're both called Alex.
So I remember this. I remember Rewire. I remember looking at Rewire last time.
I don't. I have blocked a lot of this out.
I love how people think Rewire is a Bionicle. Even Rewire thinks she is. But I know better. I don't know what Fennah sounds like. I don't know if that's a good voice of Fennah. If anyone would prefer something else, let me know in the chat. Isn't Fennah just a lovely individual? Here's a link to all the trailers for Bionicle Revolution before he deleted them. Now, I do remember looking at one of these. Pimp Demon, thank you. Keep going and you get to JC the Hyena rant level. We're not far off, are we, already? It's like, bull, frickin' horse, shit! My masterpiece that has touched the heart of millions. That's my JC the Hyena. He's a horse. I don't know what a hyena sounds like. Jason the Hyena is his persona, but the actual person is a horse. All right, let's watch a bit of this though.
Oh the fuck are you? All right, this is just an update on.
He's northern. Oh no.
Of course, he's fucking northern.
Oh no.
Not only is he northern, he sounds like Creeps McPaster. Listen.
Oh the fuck are you? All right, this is just an update.
An update.
Oh no, he's a scouser.
Film Bionicle Revolution. You've all been asked.
Bionicle Revolution. Don't turn 18. Do you know what I mean? It's allegedly.
Where is it? I know I keep saying, I'm going to release it there, I'm going to release it here. But the thing is, in March, I can't remember what day, I had a cut of the film together and I was literally a button away from uploading it.
Thank you very much, Pterodax, for the $5. How much could he possibly be a fan of Bionicle? They're not called that. Darth Vader's name isn't Star Wars. To be fair, I didn't know that the toys weren't called Bionicles. I assumed they were. But then again, I'm not a fan, so...
No.
Wait, I thought they were
This
called
isn't
Bionicles.
the film I wanted to make. You know, there were just so... Because when I was making it, you need to understand that making an entire CG animated film by yourself is a huge fucking task. In fact, I don't even think anyone's ever done it before in the history of the world. If I'm wrong on that, let me know, because I'd be interested to see how they
Yeah, no one's ever made a feature-length animated film. You're the first.
handled it. But to my knowledge, I'm the first to even attempt such a ridiculously fucking stupid feat. So when I made the first cut of the film, there were a lot of scenes that I wanted to put in, but I thought I just don't have the time. I can't put that in. I want to, but I can't, because I've got to prioritise the main scenes. So I did that, and then I ended up with the first cut of the film, and I thought it's not detailed enough. You don't know where these characters are from. It needed those scenes.
I'm going to report this channel. Fuck.
I released
Somebody
the
named
video
YouTube
saying
critics like,
that
I'm
it's
reporting this
about
channel.
10
It's just a
seconds,
re-upload.
I'm going to release it.
Hi, welcome.
I mean, you've done a video on Fennah yourself, so I don't know why you're reporting the channel about it.
There. And the
Oh, I
same
remember the
thing
movie
again,
Killer Bee.
I watched it.
Oh,
through
yeah,
and I thought,
absolutely.
This time,
Great
in
movie to
terms
be
of the
honest.
scenes, the
Pretty
story,
fucking
the
magnificent.
I was very happy with it. I thought, right, yeah, this is what I want now. However, the problem then occurred to me that the sound fucking sucked, because this isn't like a professional fucking film. We're not a studio.
No,
This was-
Van, what the hell, sick?
Uncle Palpy, thank you very much for the £2. Here's why EFAP defended Doug Walker's The Wall. Explain. Because his contribution to The Wall was fucking horrific.
made in my
I still
fucking
see it in my
bedroom.
dreams.
My restless
You know,
dreams.
On a fucking 3-year-old Mac, which broke halfway through production. I should mention.
Oh, dude, I don't care. Why is this 11 minutes long? Just explain why the fucking movie didn't come out, and there you go. Like, I managed to do that. I managed to explain why Darkland didn't come out in like 3 minutes,
Yeah.
and then everything else in the video was just update to other stuff. I was like, here's what happened. Broke the fucking hard drive, blew up, as did the Mac. Fucking ridiculous. Shitty luck. Didn't make enough backups, and we're fucked. So, sorry. Do you know what I mean? That's it. You just got to be honest with people. But yeah, this is the thing that happened, and I'm really sorry. But with this guy, it's like, he actually had the film, and he's like, well, the audio quality was shit, so I opted not to upload it. I'm like, who cares? People want to see the movie. Stick up with the disclaimer.
Oh.
Conman Epicness, thank you very much for the $10. I am simply donating to inform you that Ready Player 2, sequel to the New York Times bestseller by hack writer Ernest Cline, includes a direct reference to Sonic.exe. I quote, Anorak just went Sonic.exe on us. Yeah, I mean, it's time to purge the sinners, isn't it? Let's be honest, guys.
Can we bury
Let's
him in the
become
sea?
let's all become a lunar scythe and get out there and purge.
Ridiculous.
Bionicle Revolution will be out when it's out. Okay. To my knowledge, I'm the first ever to really fucking stupid feat. Time for the second video in the comments. Bionicle Revolution, what went wrong? His response to criticism.
Pterodax, thanks very much for the $5. More context than you need, but there are lots of different characters / species in Bionicle. Bionicle is short for Biological Chronicle.
Well, thanks for clearing that up.
Thank you.
I'm
I
trying
just
to
thought
talk him out of it.
Bionicles.
No, probably Bionicle Revolution or something.
Adding Solik, he got a lot more quiet about that idea, so we just
Little baby, no life is angry at me. Someone want the rattle, or the little baby going to cry. What a fucking useless. This is Fennah. See, failsafe. That's who he used to be called. What he used to be called rather. What a fucking useless cunt you are. You'd serve the world better if you just donated yourself to science. Let them study your highly damaged mind. People with degrees in animation have never talked down to my work. We can't talk down to a work of art, can you? You can talk down to a person.
Assume he somehow lost
I'm actually laughing my ass off out.
interest in adding
Oh, my favourite snack. Be careful what you fish for. What the fuck?
Solek as part of his script.
What an utter Bennis. God isn't fucking real. He's a malicious invention by primitive, sand-dwelling scribes, and has been used to twist the arms of the common people for centuries, not like me, an intellectual. Ruling through fear, fear of punishment, fear of a made-up hell. I don't believe in such shite. I believe in science, and the logic of the universe.
Jesus Christ.
I own liberals with facts and logic. I follow fact and evidence, not fiction. I believe in Darwinism, evolution, mutation, and natural selection.
Ben Shapiro is my spirit animal.
Now it's clear to me, the veil has been lifted. To be fair, Ben Shapiro's religious. So I imagine they wouldn't get along.
I suppose.
Okay, well, let's just say, let's just assume that,
Right.
that there is in fact no God. All right, okay? Okay, folks? Now, I know for a fact that there is, okay? Because my wife's a doctor. Fucking guys, that just irritates me. He just irritates me.
It's like you could have like a whack-a-mole and it's just bits of Ben Shapiro.
just like, boom, shut up.
Shut up.
I really like that vocoded clip where it's like all the waterfront properties get flooded. It's like, wouldn't the owners just sell their homes and move? And it's like fucking axe coming to the wall. It's like, sell their houses to who, Ben? Fucking Aquaman. But mental health, thank you. I'm an atheist. I want to dropkick this dude. Yeah, I don't believe in God either, but like, I still find most atheists on the internet cringy as shit.
People that go around going, well, as an atheist. Well.
Pterodax, thank you. Sand-dwelling scribes sound like you actually wanted to say sand-dwelling photo-negative mice. Whoa, cool it with the racism against black people there. Against basketball Americans. Now it's clear to me, the veil has been lifted. I'm being accused of plagiarism by a guy who believes in a fucking god. What's that got to do with anything? Like, I don't believe in God either. So if I accused you of plagiarism, would that be a more valid critique? I don't see the relationship between religion and accusing someone of plagiarism. Unless your argument is, well, his entire religion plagiarized things from a different religion. Like, is that your argument? Because he didn't invent the religion.
Yeah.
Like, what is your argument? Fucking hell. Get a grip. Even if God was real, he's evidently a cunt. Why else would the world be so full of destruction and death? Probably the shittest argument against the existence of God. Why would there exist insects whose entire life cycles are to burrow into the eyes of children and make them blind? What? I mean, this is Stephen Fry.
Yeah,
This is a quote from Stephen Fry.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
What
I've heard
God
that
could
before.
do such a thing? If he does exist, which he doesn't, I'll never follow such a capricious, evil fuck. Now provide evidence for your accusations against me, or withdraw them. Some idiot thumbed that up. That was frustrating to read.
I mean, at least paraphrase.
Yeah, they're
if
just
you're,
like,
if you're basically just going to take.
What's so
someone's whole
funny
argument-
about this, actually, and it didn't occur to me until just now, and that's probably why it was posted. You've accused me of plagiarism. And then he plagiarizes a quote.
Yeah.
Without giving credit. That is a not very self-aware thing to do, my dude.
No.
You've taken a quote from Stephen Fry and then included it without giving credit in a post where you get mad that someone accuses you of plagiarism.
Yeah. Irony.
That's another depicting your talking about nuance while depicting your detractors as goblins moment.
This is like if Stephen Fry was a Reddit mod.
Two videos in the beginning really do a good job explaining what went wrong with the project. The kind of first video shows for another podcast. Okay.
Uncle Palpy, thanks for the £2. The amazing at Fennah.
The amazing at Fennahist. You know what? I'm not even... So this guy, William Fennah Studios, I imagine is someone who's worked on the Bionicle project with him. You know what? I'm not even mad about that BioHero comment. I met him when I was young. Was it cool to see him in CGI? Aye! Of course it was. But Sam was a shit director. Never considered the fans or the cast. Very rude, in general, to people. And forced his atheism and angst on everything. Thank you for making this video. I forgive you for the BioHero comment. I know how deep I know deep down you think he's amazing. So thanks, William Fennah, for that. And, you know, don't get a lot of Scots writing in, so... Tectonic Films. Genuinely had no idea that my character was going to be a plantation owner. Wow.
That's escalated very
That's the way to start.
quickly,
Oh, no,
yeah.
this is Matt, yeah.
Yeah, that escalated quickly.
Just fucking... That's it, Mickey Mouse, back to work. And that's why that joke isn't racist. Never saw the script, just saw the lines. Funny that you'll choose that accent, considering that I'm actually from Texas. Also, don't know why he wrote it as tech. What an interesting piece of biotube history this was. Biotube! Pimp Demon, thank you very much for the 50 krona. Okay, let's think about this. If God or gods are real, why the heck would they care about a tiny, stupid race like us? I kind of, as a it's not anything revolutionary, but as a writer, the rare instance that I include any sort of religious world building, I usually go for the idea that gods are indifferent. Again, it's not revolutionary at all. A lot of writers have done it, but I think it works. It's usually something I do. Because, well, yeah, you're absolutely right. Why would they care about little tiny people? I actually really like the Bo Burnham skit. You know, the little song he does. It's like I don't want anyone to think that I think I'm better than everybody else or that I'm arrogant. You know, there's just a bit that I'm doing. Anyway, here's a song from the perspective of God. It's this whole thing about it's like you shouldn't abstain from pork just because you think that I want you to. You can eat pork. So why the fuck would I give a shit?
Yeah. Create the world. Do you think I'm drawing a line in the fucking deli aisle?
Yeah, absurd. No, I agree. I really think, you know, if such creatures exist, it's doubtless to me they don't give a shit about us. A nice use of the word biotube. Love that. I don't know how to transition, but here's the readings of Bionicle Revolution. Perhaps there's another stream we'll read Bionicle Revolution. Do you think?
Yes, I think.
Oh, by the way, I also think that we've got Anusian's new book on Discord. Someone posted it. Plague Doctor, thank you very much for the $2. If there is a god, why did he let Reddit happen? Very good question. I honestly do not know.
Just a slob like one of us.
Yeah, Greeks viewed the gods like men, only more so, and extremely jealous of their power. Yeah, I enjoy that. I like the way the Greek gods are written.
Yeah.
Not just in the pantheon, but in like popular culture and in movies and stuff. Like I really like
they're really involved.
Jason and the Argonauts and stuff, and the way they get really into these stories. You know, these quests that people go in. Like, all right, yeah, well, okay, well, here's what's going to happen. And they get really into it. It's fun. It's the very opposite of sort of my perception of if such a thing existed, they wouldn't give a shit. But I like the idea of sort of jealous gods. I'm not going to get into the whole like cringy atheist thing, but I do kind of see the god of the Bible as quite evil. You know, sort of a destructive and cruel creature. Something that's more akin to a monster than anything else. But that's me. That's not meant to offend anyone. That's me approaching it as fiction. You know, that's me looking at it as fiction. And the Bible's not great fiction. It's not written well. There's terrible character development. Usually a character's introduced, and then you immediately find out about all their sons right away. I'm like, oh, okay. Am I going to find these? And then the sons die, and you're like, all right, well, guess we're moving on to this next family now. It's all very, very tedious.
It's derivative.
I mean, it's not. I don't think it's derivative, per se. Pimp Demon, I like the Norse gods. Thank you very much for the 20 krona. That's becoming quite popular now, isn't it? The religion, because people say like, oh, a lot of Christians I've seen on social media like having a go at pagans. It's weird, like religious people fighting online, like in this day and age. But I guess they can't kill each other in the street anymore. But they say, oh, you know, most of your leaders bowed to our god in the end. I'm like, yeah, but now there's been a real resurgence in popularity for the Norse gods. I partly think Marvel is to blame for that, but they are much cooler. I like these sort of really old legends. And being Kentish, you know, and the history with the history of Kent, and then and our actual pagan ancestry from back when we were an independent kingdom. I think that stuff really interests me. Although Kent ended up being really important for Christianity, so they're an interesting historic place. As a Christian, I can confirm that the Bible is exactly how you just described it. Yeah, I have tried to read it, you know, but mostly as fiction, you know. But it doesn't work like that. I suppose it isn't intended to be read that way. So the fault really lies with me for trying to read it as a novel. But yeah, couldn't get into it. Modern day pagans are kind of cringe. Yeah, I agree. I dislike Wiccans especially, because they're usually just fat girls with pentagram necklaces who pretend to be bisexual but only date boys. You know, they're all exactly like that, but they also buy essential oils. Renita Chan, thank you for the $4.99. I grew up Christian. The Bible is super boring and awful. Do not recommend. Yeah, as I said, I couldn't get into it. I'll tell you what is cringy. Do you guys know that Facebook group? It's the plans to create a lobster god and worship it. Fucking terrible. Although conceptually, that's quite a funny idea. You know, because of course the whole thing about lobsters don't die of old age. They usually die from complications from shedding. So they thought, well, if you were to form a religion around one and assist it shedding its shell, of course this is nonsense, but the idea would be that it would grow and just keep growing larger and larger and would become godlike. And I thought that's fun as kind of an idea. Well, that's funny. I'll join that group on Facebook. One of my friends added me to it, and I was like, wow, this is fucking awful. The level of just normie shit going on. Chin Chin, thank you very much. And Chin Chin to you. I like that your name sounds like you're proposing a toast. I like that. So here's to you. Absolutely love your content. Thank you for the $10, by the way. Absolutely love your content. Whatever happens to Darkland Benjamin, Happy New Year's and stay safe. Okay, so I actually talked about this a little bit earlier because it was relevant to something this lolcat we were making fun of was doing. Basically, what happened was I had copies of about 60% of the film actually on a portable hard drive and a Mac. I have a Mac fried while the portable hard drive was connected, fucking both of them up irreversibly. I was never able to recover the footage, and we lost everything we'd shot, and a couple of £1,000 that was spent as well. So yeah, I lost about 10 grand and a whole bunch of footage. So yeah, it was a learning experience, very depressing at the time, but I rewrote it as a different story, taking out the Ben Drown stuff. But I was never able to film that because I just wasn't able to get the money. So I put it on the back burner, and I may revisit it and do something with it. I may not. You know, who knows? But thank you for the $10. Gilla Mason, whatever. Thanks for the £10. Bionicle revealed near the end of its run that the characters used to live inside their god and had spent most of their time on his face. That's at least more interesting than the Bible. That is very interesting. Wiccans are only there for the aesthetic and are really horrible. Yeah, they're just dreadful. Modern day pagans are just hipsters with Christian hate bonus. Bear with me, guys, while I eat. That's kind of gross. Let's mute the microphone a second. All right. I'm sure you don't want to listen to me like fucking munching down on fries that have now gone cold. No, okay. Bionicle Holocaust.
What?
Okay, you can gloss over this. Nathan, tell us about the Bionicle Holocaust.
Okay, so there's a part where I guess every single Bionicle is gathered together. They're like in some kind of arena, right? I believe.
Yeah.
And
it's kind of disjointed because the leaked script isn't complete. It only has the sections that have Bio Hero in them. So yeah.
And so then somehow like tubes are connected and a crimson gas comes out and like everyone is climbing over each other dying as this crimson gas kills all of the Bionicle in this universe. Like
Bionicle Holocaust. Thank you, Ray J27, for the 199. I'm Christian and I apologise for the bad one. No, you don't owe me an apology. You don't owe anyone in this chat an apology for the actions of other people. Uncle Palpy, thank you for the £5. My favourite Bible story is when Dr. Jones fought the Nazis to stop them from obtaining the Ark of the Covenant and using it to bring in the New Order.
Not the Bible story of that, but from the Xena and Bruce Campbell go and get the Ark of the Covenant and bring it back to the Christians. That's also a great story.
I played the Xena fighting game this morning.
Oh, did you?
It was kind of fun. I had low expectations when I started playing it because I just saw the fucking Titus Fox at the beginning. I was like, oh no. Oh no. Couldn't you have licensed this to anyone else?
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was functional. Like it wasn't completely broken.
Oh, that's good.
And the character models looked like sufficiently like the people they were supposed to be, and there was a decent roster from the show. I was like, yeah, it isn't good, but it's not unplayably bad.
Yeah.
I think it's probably the worst thing about it. It was pretty mediocre. It's just a lot better fighting games from that era. So, all right, let's have a look at this. Now, on to Satellite City. All right, boys, we're making progress. Come on, we're getting there. We're climbing over the fucking Bionicle Holocaust corpses and making our way. Now on to Satellite City, his most recent show. Has Fennah seen the error of his ways and tried writing non-edgy shit? Let's find out. This content does not exist. Okay, cool. But let's have a look at this. Shuck. That sounds like a gross onomatopoeic sound from a comic book.
Just like
Shuck. Shuck. I don't know what kind of action that is. Shuck. But something like kind of wet.
I know
it's gross anyway.
Yeah, it's like you shuck corn, which is like you take corn off a cob.
Yeah. That's a very American sounding word.
It is.
I don't think they use. Well, I've not heard it used. I've seen it in films and TV. People go, I don't know why it's come up. People go, it's like, what are you doing? Just fucking shucking some corn. I'm like, shucking what? Shucking corn?
Yeah.
Just looks like you're chopping it to me, but I mean, I'm not an expert chef, so just get on with it, I guess. Served in the Yolsch under Wexel.
What?
Dude, when you're writing fantasy, the world's kind of your oyster with world building. You can call anything whatever you want to call it. Don't use words like Yolsch and Wexel. It's just not going to work out. Deserted his post after an encounter with Mandus. Never lost a fight. I mean, he deserted his post, so yeah, I imagine he just avoided getting in them. Never lost a fight. Beat Wexel in combat after his desertion. Currently retired from fighting. Invented chess! Alright.
Of course he did.
We're just throwing that one out there. Fantastic at mathematics and number crunching. Has developed a phobia of blood. I see this person at least believes in post-traumatic stress, unlike Yandere Dev, who we were talking about earlier. Previously had an addiction to violence. That's quite a change, isn't it? Like, I feel like that's character development that would be best served in the actual story, rather than just as a background thing. Used to have an addiction to violence, now is scared of blood. I mean, that's a big change. That like you should probably show that development. May have accidentally caused Satanism. That's
You read that out on a live stream.
Yeah, that's a sentence I can never take back.
Yeah.
The thing I've now said in front of a fucking 160 people. Riker! Hey, wasn't Matt the one who originally brought up Santa's slave named Black Pete? Coincidence? No, obviously Matt's flagrantly racist. I mean, it's the only possible explanation. Pandemic shock and terror. I'm so fucking mad at you. Pimp Demon. Shock definition is a person regarded as worthless. SatelliteLaw.com. Site update in progress.
Oh god.
That's horrible. That's horrible too. That's alright, that one.
Yeah.
That's the only one I don't hate of the 3 characters that are on display here. Like, they're all drawn well, they're just ugly, but that one is at least somewhat interesting aesthetically. So I mean, it's just like a scary scarecrow monster, but you know, that doesn't take you anywhere, and that doesn't take you anywhere, right? None of those buttons work, that's fine. Matt owns slaves, Toby's a Nazi. What's that make Jacob? I'm misogynistic. Have you not seen that clip of me saying I hate women over and over again?
I have the worst crime of all, and that I am a woman.
Kivauchian evolution. I don't think any... Does Amino still exist? Because all the Amino ones I've clicked on don't work.
I think Amino stopped existing a few years ago.
Still takes criticism poorly. Yep. Oh, I think Amino's still there, but I think perhaps he is... He was upset people were disappointed. Oh, 16 seconds! We can watch the whole thing.
Hi, Dad. I love you, Dad.
Right.
Huh.
Well, here's the thing: is that people apparently didn't respond well to the video, but according to that thread. But what confuses me is it's got 6.8k thumbs up and only 98 thumbs down. Excuse me, 99. So that's what I don't like. But perhaps this perhaps it got a bad reception at the time, but as oh, pardon me. So okay, so some guy. All right, I'm going to read the. When I made this thread, I browsed for more links to pictures. Found someone is Amino in his Tumblr. The picture to the right, I believe to be his college rival. All right, so what should like his college rival sound like? I don't know. I've got nothing. I've got no voice.
Kronk.
I can't do Kronk. It's a really fun voice, but I can't do it. Fuck it. I'll just lean on some classics, some classic old voices that I always do. So I've just been on the phone with Sam Fennah. We talked about what problems we had, and we talked about how much things have changed since we were in college. I have reason to believe he has changed. Heck, he seemed concerned when I told him that his fans had been threatening me and all the like. I'm still a bit iffy about him. I don't know if that will change, but it might. But that's my personal opinion. It's up to you guys to make your own opinion about him now. I'm sorry for being a bit of a butt. I shouldn't assume things that would be the same, and the more threats I got, it just gave fuel to a fire that could have been prevented if I just spoke to him. If you reblogged the call-out post, I strongly recommend you reblog this. Pim Demon, thank you very much. There's cats crying outside, and it is annoying. Yes, that is annoying. Cats are terrible. Be a dog person. Cats are for oppressors.
Tongue's Dungeon.
7 years, no trials. Alright. What's more insulting is that most of his knock SMT enemies are mythical beings or just outright Mary Sue's. Lucy Lacemaker. Ugh. The rejected target mascot. Ever wondered what her hat's made out of? Thank God. That content doesn't exist. Here's an OC. Doesn't exist. Straight up is known as Bloody Mary, and the Shuck character is just Black Shuck, not even reference or inspiration. Speaking of taking real life sources, how about that Bible and Jesus, guys? I said in the beginning, Fennah's an atheist, so how does he handle the story of Jesus Christ? Oh, it's getting juicy. It's getting good here, boyos. Let's just enjoy these for a moment. That's horrible. That's also grotesque. Fact of the day. Yeshua was crucified by the Romans, who believed him to be a demon. Yeshua spent his time on the cross trying to explain evolution, until he got bored and slaughtered the soldiers. He has been mistaken for Jesus ever since, and still believes the Bible to be a comedic parody of his life, written by Lucy Lacemakers. No, I can't do that with a straight face. Come on. Come on, Jacob. Fucking actor, come on. You should be able to say any line with a straight face. In any voice. Not a voice actor, but, I'm an actor. I should be able to say anything with a straight face. Until he got bored and slaughtered the soldiers. He has been mistaken for Jesus ever since. And still believes the Bible to be a comedic parody of his life. Written by Lucy Lacemaker as a joke. Art by What the Flap. That was tough. That was my toughest work yet, I think. But some of my best.
Grey Warden Invasion, thanks for the €5. Better cats crying outside than drunk hobos shouting insults at trash cans.
Lucy Lacemaker sounds like a creepypasta you would have read in season 1.
McDarius has looked up Lucy Lacemaker. Don't do it. You won't like what you see.
I know who Lucy Lacemaker is. I remember from The Wall. Lucy Lacemaker's in The Wall.
Oh god, she is, isn't she?
Eyes are stinging now. Let's carry on, alright. So this is to, I assume, to do with The Wall, because it mentions Pink Floyd. Let's just take a moment to enjoy how Sam Fennah deals with criticism. Okay, this is nice and all, but what the living fuck does these deviant tier furry OCs... Excuse me. This is nice and all, but what the living fuck does these deviant art tier furry OCs have to do with Pink Floyd? Deviant art furry OCs? What in the name of actual fuck are you talking about? They're just characters. Why do you need to throw a bunch of stupid labels? Is any character that isn't human a furry by your standard? What a boring person you must be. Nice furry profile picture, by the way. Shut up, you fucking furry. Pimp Demon, what's the Wall? Don't act like you don't know. Fucking, yeah, I'm not walking into that trap. And then, he quote tweets this guy. Now, Fennah's, like, look, he's verified, he's got the little tick and everything, right? Quite a popular, YouTube channel-ish. Whatever. But to, like, then quote tweet this guy and, like, I don't know, just to your large audience just seems a bit shitty. Especially when they haven't really done anything wrong. Like, if they're, if they've been a cunt, if they've been, like, racist or something, but they're just not. They're just saying, hey, what this is... It's even, like, somewhat compliment. This is nice, but... You know what I mean? Like, well, okay, it's nice, but what's with the fucking DeviantArt OCs?
Jamie Dodgems, that's tier 5, ain't it? Furry OCs keeping us in line.
And then he continues. Do you hate furry characters simply because they have fur? Why do you call people's characters with fur furries as a way to insult or diminish them? Because furries are grotesque. Do you like any media with animals in them? Would you say you're imaginative? If you answered yes to those, you're a hypocrite. I don't think you are. I don't think that's what that word means. Fennah and the Nostalgia Critic talk film.
Oh, I don't.
It's unlisted. It's an hour long, but we can watch a little, can't we?
We'll see. Oh shit. Hush up, Jacqueline. Listen to those little accents. But anyway.
Yacentos and stuff. We had, when we did a show called Demo Reel, we had a character called
Great. The second Duncan took is when we did a show called Demo Reel. Don't fucking bring up Demo Reel. I like that he has to introduce it though, because he knows fucking no one has ever seen it.
What's that guy's name that did Super Seducer? But you know who I'm talking about,
Yeah.
right?
Pimp Demon. 1, I don't know, and 2, that's a Pokemon not for The Wall. It's Nostalgia Critic's worst video. It's like an hour long and it's fucking garbage.
Because he, like, Fennah dresses like
Yeah.
the guy in
Rebecca
that video.
Stone by hello accento over the E, so she say it's Stone, not Stone A. The accento is silent, and we just always love that.
Stone A. Do you only have one outfit? Yeah. Well, this is just my general getup. I like red, but anyway.
That's so fucking Reddit-y. Look at the way he gestures with his hand.
Let's get this show started. So Pablo Picasso once stated that art is not truth. Art is a lie that helps us realize truth. But art is kind of like a packed word, and it's become like a word that's so broad that it almost have no meaning.
That's enough. That's enough of that shit. Jesus Christ. Fuck. Okay. Taking a break from the amino until people stop posting about Bob. The effort I put into that bloody script, the development, politics, and philosophy. Philosophy. Only for some people, a vocal minority, to bitch about a cartoon fish. Madness. And I'm just like, okay, but no one cared. Like, it's an overwhelmingly positive response to that video. No other community pertaining to Satellite City has behaved this way or acted so. Oh, he's talking about only on Amino. Okay. Or acted so fucking stupid when it comes to understanding basic storytelling. Yes, I'm sure you're the expert. If you genuinely cared about Bob, yes, you did miss the point. You failed to understand the allegory. You did not understand what was happening. That's it. Perhaps then, the issue is with you.
You think, yeah.
If the audience doesn't get the allegory, perhaps the allegory has failed. Get a grip. I'll be back in a few days. Please talk about something intelligent, because I'm such a fucking intellectual. Yeah, watched that one earlier. Just a bunch of people talking about him.
It's like, don't intellectuals usually graduate college?
So here's his Instagram.
Oh.
This is great ammunition whenever, like, morons tell me, like, being a furry isn't a sex thing. Really? It's not a sex thing. It's not a weird sex thing. No, not a weird bestiality, I want to fuck animals thing. You fucking liars. You fucking disgusting liars. Now, enough of that. Let's really just look at this for a minute. Now, this guy has 5,892 followers. He is doing significantly better than I am on Instagram. So again, I'm punching up here, guys. Punching up. But that's just the frying pan. I meant to do that. Let's leave it there. Just. That's gross. That fucking spider-ass face. Oh, why is it so wet and slimy? Imagine being able to like create 3D models and everything. And
this is what you choose to do?
yeah, like this one just bothers the shit out of me.
Yeah, no.
No but November. I think they mean no, not November. It's getting harder every day. It's not a sex thing, guys. No, not November's getting harder every day looking at this animal. It's not a sex thing. Furries aren't zoophiles. Stop kidding yourselves. Thick, 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 thick. Thick. Dummy thick. Yeah, it's not a sex thing. This one's nude. Can I even show this? I don't know. Feet. Someone's just mentioned them feet. Haha, titties. I'm a lesbian. Yeah, not a sex thing. Look at the face on that one. Looks like it's fucking blushing. It's not a sex thing. Not a... Yeah, it's not a fetish at all.
Nah.
You can lie to yourself and your minions. That's how I feel right now. It's like...
Furry eyes.
Yeah, it's just like, my conscience is clear. All these furries in the chat, like, my conscience is clear. You can lie to yourself. Yeah. Straight up, I'm the Archdeacon. Who the fuck likes this, though? This guy has nearly 6,000 followers. I'm going to have a look at some of their profiles, right?
Okay.
Not to judge them, because some of these guys might have very, very small accounts. It's not about that. It's not me being a cunt. Because, again, I've been punching up, not down on this thing. I just want to see what the target audience is for this. Because I can't imagine liking this. I'm just going to pick some at random. Again, not to like be a cunt and like judge them massively. I'm just curious to see what the target audience is for this. Okay? Obviously, I'm sure it goes without saying, don't fucking harass any of these people. So, meme account. I mean, it's a good Photoshop, I guess. British comedy, is it? Batman with a teapot for a head. That's British comedy. That's a shame. I don't know. Bad boy, that's a private account. Kermit with a like tweed blazer. It's Kermit dressed like a geography teacher. Okay, I don't really get the joke.
Still comedy, thanks for the €10. What kind of sick person is this, by the way? Will this be on a video on demand?
I'm not sure yet. What can I say? This person is a furry artist who worked with I was gonna say Nicolas Cage. Yeah? It's an NC. Worked with Nostalgia Critic and famously did the shitty Bionicle movie that never got released, and is a total sped. Who kicks off? What's the joke? It's somebody. It's like a tomboy sexy dancing. I am not going to continue watching that because I'm not certain how old that person is. Yeah, so I wanted to click and see what the target audience was, but I'm not any the wiser, to be honest. This hasn't helped.
Do you know what it makes me think of? And then this is my opinion only. That these are children.
Yeah. This person really likes Billie Eilish, it seems. But yeah, I'm not any the wiser, really.
And by
this
children,
this hasn't helped.
And by children, I'm talking sort of late, sort of early, like kind of early to mid-teens. I'm talking like maybe 16 at the oldest.
Ludwig, it's cold outside. Why are both of tonight's lolcows? Why do they both have parody songs of "Baby It's Cold Outside" featuring their OCs? The stream was not engineered that way. How and why has this happened?
Oh. No.
Let's go! Oh, that one's gross. It's not a sex thing, guys, but look at the legs and the butt. Sort of pregnant belly.
There's something.
This one's in the wall, isn't it? In the wall video.
I think so, yeah.
I really hate looking at that.
I really can't stay.
Baby, it's cold outside.
I must go
Baby, it's
away.
cold outside.
This evening has
Been
been
hoping that you
so
drop in.
very nice.
I'll hold your hands there just like
Sullivan will start to worry.
Beautiful, what's your
And Fontaine will be pacing the floor.
No, that's enough of that.
The last thing I heard when I left earlier was the parody song, and Gemma shouting no. So this one has to be equally good.
I'm getting so many new sleep paralysis demons from this stream. Satellite City. Slice of life. It's a trailer for something. Oh, don't fucking point your fucking furry privates at us, alright? I don't like the way they move. I've been trying to figure out what it is that makes the animation seem shit, because it's not shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's quite well done. I'm like, well, what is it that makes the animation seem so horrible? I'm like, it's the movement of the creatures. It's like they don't have any, like, their muscles and skin moves independently of their skeleton, almost.
Mm.
Like, they don't quite move at the same... I don't know, it's... Ugh. I think someone who's only just got here didn't hear his voice earlier. Went, oh no, he's British. I'm like, oh no, it's okay. He's Northern. He's not British. Once upon a Winifred.
What?
It's like the neck bulge. What's that all about?
This one.
Of course he plays the fucking ukulele. You couldn't make this guy up. If I created Sam Fennah as a fictional character in a short film or television show, none of you lot would believe he was a real person. You'd be like, Jacob, this is exaggerated way too much, and it pushes my suspension of disbelief too far. And you'd rightfully criticize me for it.
For you.
Look at his hair and like the way he moves. He's creepy. Wow, I really hate this. Now premiering at Sundance. This is genuinely like this music just sounds like every fucking Sundance movie ever made.
By the way.
Oh no, you'll find where you are, Sam. Okay, in fact, you could even back up a little.
Yeah.
Don't do the stroking your chin e-boy shit, alright?
Lace makeup plushies are back on sale.
Why is he doing the like sexy eyes to the camera?
And every plushie that's sold.
Don't get closer!
A new Braille book for Winifred. And they
No, it doesn't, because she's not real.
don't buy them. Lucy Lacemaker's gonna fucking kill you and your family. Yeah? Happy Christmas. Yeah?
Good, it has to show you the chess set. Look, guys, I'm smart. I play chess.
Me, an intellectual.
Yeah, I'm not an intellectual fucking featherweight, I promise. Wow, just... There's so much that, like, where do you even begin? There's just so much crap to look at. Lucy Lacemaker will kill everyone. Why I keep getting demonetized? Your sick fetish content, I expect, is why you keep getting demonetized. 150k celebration. Oh, he's singing in that one. I think I'm good. I think I've had enough of that.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Someone mentioned a Q&A. I didn't notice it, but I'm, just have a quick look through. 100k subscribers reading my book.
Every second the stream is on, the void in my stomach grows.
Okay, I made a video asking you to ask me questions.
This is why we should annex the North, right?
I knew it was coming.
Just build a massive wall, a couple of watchtowers, and just fucking leave them up there. Do you really want more of these coming down?
Questions about anything. I said I'd answer them, so I have. Now what I've done is, because there's like 700 questions.
Like, you don't want more of them. Leave them where they are, you know?
A lot of questions were asked. What I've done is I've kind of edited those down to like a short list. I'm getting a phone call. You wait there.
No one's calling you. That's a thing you made up.
Hello?
God, he answers the phone like a cunt.
It's true, it throws his head back and everything.
In a way that works. It's malleable. It's an animation test.
All the shit we could be watching, you know what I mean? Fucking Deadwing Dork, Snack Cube, Red Letter Media. But we're watching this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how much of this I can fucking tolerate. Let's just jump forward.
My bedroom. On that computer right there. It's 4 years old now. It's a Mac. Blender, free animating software. Went to university for 6 months. It was shit.
I'm gonna be the most fucking jealous cunt in the world now, but this guy, a man with precisely no charisma, none whatsoever, no charisma, a man with talent but who wastes it, a man who is utterly pretentious and unlikable. 243,000 subscribers.
Yep.
2,000 likes, only 30 dislikes on this. And you just think, like, what am I doing wrong? Do you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck do people see in this guy? This is insane. This is deranged. Thank you, Superstar Planet. If you really want bad, check out MichaelLeroi. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum. Jokes. Right. Why not? Fucking muting that before I get a copyright strike. Just dreadful. Sickening. Horrendous. How did he market his work on the wall? I mean, again, it's copyrighted music, but this doesn't make you want to watch Doug Walker's The Wall video. And yet, somehow, this guy, he didn't... It wasn't met with the same negative reception that that The Wall was met with. I'm going to jump forward in time a little, and oh, I've gone too far forward now. I'd like to see people discussing the Wall. When did The Wall come out? The video?
2018.
2018. Okay, so.
Or was it 2019?
Okay.
About 2019.
Oh, there he is, licking someone's eyeball. No, I had to look at it.
Uh-huh.
You fucks can look at that as well.
Is it gone?
No, it's still up. I'm just going to leave it there for a moment. Someone says it's very tragic to have talent but use it in a way that's objectively not very appealing. Well, the thing is, it can't be objectively not very appealing because the dude has a lot of like fans and support. I just don't know what they see in him. Okay, it's gone.
Oh, thank goodness.
Him as a kid, he still dresses like that now.
It's just I just like the caption. Here's young me to explain things.
Right, what's this? Oh, here we are. He's talking about one of his OCs, yeah? Immortality. All of Kivu, I don't fucking know, are immortal due to their cellular structure and the ability to control the length of their own telomeres. I don't know what that word means. Because of this, they cannot die naturally of age. The only way Kivu can die is if their DNA is damaged and left unmended. Fucking horrible. Tries to look debonair but looks like a twat.
He's the kind of person that would go up to a lady and go, it's like, hey, good evening, Your Highness. Like,
Yeah.
kind of, you know, can I escort you
I hate
to...
how, like, this one looks like a glamour photo. It's just horrible. But I do love this tweet. Channel Awesome was the content I watched when I first started to learn CGI animation 5 years ago. So yes, I would defiantly give them... Intellectual, this guy. I would defiantly give them some good special FX if they asked. I'm sentimental like that. Here's some of my creepy fetish filth. Imagine Sam Fennah's characters in Yandere Sim. Don't even fucking play, man. Like, that's... Ugh. He's definitely had sex with this thing. Like, I've spent too much time on the internet. That's what's happened. Like, that is not a... I would never have normally... Like, 5 years ago, man, I would not have looked at a cuddly toy of a monster instead of the person who made it. He's definitely had sex with that. That is not a thought I would have had. But I've been doing this show for years now. That just seems like a sensible assumption.
Genuinely feel nauseous.
Fucking vile. Yeah, you know he's cut a hole in that and stuck his dingus in it.
Just reminded me of that My Little Pony video.
In the TV show Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles, the captured Terminator being used as a puppet body for the infantile AI named John Henry has a scene where he is playing with some bionicle children's toys and goes into detail about some aspects of its lore for no reason. Before this, I'd never heard much Bionicle. John Henry's short explanation of a piece of lore was more than I cared to know about the Bionicle universe, let alone that lore existed for it at all. It's been over 10 years since that episode came out, and I'd forgotten completely about Bionicle until I saw this page. I'm horrified and disgusted. Just imagining that there are fully grown man-children that unironically exist to sexualize it, become fur-fags for it, and or obsess about its lore in great detail, as if it weren't more than just a couple of pieces of plastic made to entertain 6-year-olds. Wow. Tuesday. People are still fucking posting this shit. Kivos are just furry atheist rip-offs. Oh, I missed some shit, man. Like, I have to go back a bit. I think we missed some more Fennah drama.
Oh dear.
2020 recap. Spent 3 months in the USA with Carmen. Carmen moved to the UK. Yeah, I hope you mean the north, away from us. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. Annex it and it can't be called the UK anymore. And we won't keep getting tarred with the same fucking brush.
Yeah, like... Independent.
Because I don't want people to hear that accent and go, oh, he's English.
Mm.
Like, no. I want you to hear my accent and say, oh, he's English. That accent? That's a northerner. Just the north. Just be its own thing. Away from fucking decent, civilized people. Got ourselves a lovely house. Learnt the true meaning of friendship. Well, no big deal. The true meaning of friendship. Wrote 85% of my book. Moved into a new era of life with Carmen and friends. Made some of my best animations and book content. Laughed a lot. Well, you know what? Fuck you. Because you tone-deaf motherfucker. Don't put that shit out and be like, I know you lot have had a shit time, and some of you, right, I do know that some of you have lost your jobs, right? A lot of you have lost your jobs. Some of you have had to sell your houses and that. Hasn't fucking affected me in the slightest. Great year for me. What a tone-deaf thing to put out there in like what has been largely considered one of the worst years, certainly the worst year in recent memory. Yep, that's a thing he drew. It's not a sex fetish though, guys, honest. Oh, there it is, larger. Not a sex fetish though. Just soak up the animation for a moment.
Could you stop using music I like?
It's just so wibbly wobbly, isn't it? There's so much movement. It's over animated is the problem. Again, everything just seems to all the skin and muscle appears to be some kind of
Elastic.
yeah, I would say jelly.
Hmm.
It's like gelatinous. It's just awful. Hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Hate it. Hate it.
Yeah, I hate so much that he likes Genesis and Pink Floyd.
Ugh. Fucking hell. Again, the horror of it to know that he was probably jerking off at least for some of the animation, like on the Nostalgia Critic one, he almost certainly was rock hard through like quite a lot of that animation process. Like I don't think his characters take Doug Walker's little hat off and everything. Like yeah, show me your bald head, Doug. Yeah, you know what I mean? Just like jerking it, cranking it, spanking it. It's like oh yeah, Lucy Lace Maker, fucking hell. Where'd you want it, love? Here? Where'd you want it? Here? On the hot pot? Right then. Go fuck northern people. Remember, this sex pestilence was in a film with Corey Taylor. Yeah, just horrid. I think I've had enough now.
I think I've had.
Yeah, there you go. That was fun for a bit. That was some fucking nonsense. Sam definitely gets off the dog. Somebody clip this part, please. Just fucking Sam Fennah jacking it while he animates. Fennah, except I very clearly pronounce my THs correctly and don't sound like that.
But Fennah.
Oh, I thought he was making fun of my accent. I thought like because that's how Toby says it.
Yeah. Fennah.
How much damage can your brain take? None. No more. It's done. I think I can't even speak now. The motor functions are dying. The parts of my brain that regulate my mouth moving have just died off. They've been burned by this entire event.
Mm-hmm.
There's my Instagram there, guys. You should follow it, please. Look at that. Apparently I don't know why I'm looking at my story. I just want to look at my profile. There it is. There's me. Look at that. as my Christmas presents. There's me really struggling to lift heavy things at the gym. All these pictures and more can be yours if you follow me on Instagram.